welcome to Monday 35 of La Liga, welcome to Barça Espanyol, welcome to Barça Live. Just 4 games to go until the end of the season. Good song to see Marc Ter Stegen start the warm-up behind us. But yeah, 4 games to go, and today brings us one of the most special ones in the season, the Catalan Derby, the Barcelona Derby. We're facing Espanyol tonight, and it's going to be one of the Catalan derbies with the more contrasts that we've had in the recent years. On the one hand, we have ourselves fighting for those 3 points and hoping for our rivals, for Real Madrid, to drop some of them, to keep our dream alive, the dream of raising the cup today, this year too. But on the other hand, we have Espanyol, who are also fighting for the 3 points. They are also waiting for their rivals to drop some points on the race, but they have a very different goal on the horizon. They need to get out of the relegation zone. A draw or a defeat today would mean that Espanyol is going to the second division next year, but we have to focus on ourselves. We need to get the 3 points and not think of anything else, because it's only wins allowed tonight. It's only wins, and we have a strong lineup to start today and go and try and get these points here to Camp Nou. Today we're playing with our goalkeeper, who's already warming up behind us, with Marc Ter Stegen in goal, with Semedo, Piqué, Lenglet and Jordi Alba in defense, with Sergio Busquets, Sergi Roberto and Ivan Rakitic in midfield, and the forward line, just like the other day, for the MSG, for Messi, for Suarez and Griezmann. This is everything from Camp Nou. Let me ask Sara Salapur at Barça Studios. Sara, how are you, and quick thoughts on this lineup?
Hello, Georgina. I'm all good. I hope you're doing well as well. I love this lineup. It's it's practically the same as the lineup against Villarreal. The only change was Vidal and Rakitic, and I think that it definitely worked against Villarreal, an impressive 4-1 victory. So hopefully some more goals tonight, and I like this lineup a lot.
Good. I know you're there with Robert. Robert, how are you?
I'm fine, Georgina, thank you. Yes, I agree with Sarah. The lineup the other day worked, so why not repeat, or almost repeat, Rakitic in, Vidal out. I like that the MSG are starting together. They worked well together the other day. They had lots of different combinations, and they looked happy to be playing together. And I'm also excited to see this connection between Sergi Roberto and Jordi Alba on the left flank work again today. It worked perfectly the other day.
Yes, I'm very excited to see Sergi Roberto in the midfield, and we'll be diving deep into this lineup and all the match talk in a few minutes. But before that, as always, let me remind you that we're streaming live on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Barça TV+. We're streaming basically everywhere, and we're following you guys. We're reading your comments on the live chat. So to start with, let us know where are you watching us from, and what do you think of the lineup? You've got it on screen, and we want to know, for example, from 0 to 10, what's your rating of this lineup, of these 11 players that Setien has chosen to start the game against Espanyol, this Barça against Espanyol, this Catalan derby, this Barcelona derby, and we'll be talking a lot about it. We'll be talking a lot about Barcelona today in the show, because it's a very important game for us when we play Espanyol, and today we're playing here at our home, so it's a good moment to do a small tribute to our city. I don't know if we have our first guest of the night, if we have Aleix, if anyone could confirm this for me, because we will be connecting with Aleix Santacana, who is Camp Nou's speaker. I'm currently up on his cabin over there, so when we have him control room, you let me know, and we'll come to him. I don't know if he's there or not. So Aleix, I'm saying,
hi, Georgina.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Georgina. Yeah?
Hello.
Hello all.
Hello. How are you?
I see you very far. Here we go again at the top of the stadium.
From the top of the stadium, what views that you have? Can you show them? Yes, I hear you. Can you show me the views that you have from the cabin?
It's very difficult to show you. It's a privileged view of the pitch, but it's very difficult because with a laptop, I'll try it, but it's not easy.
Yeah, you're on a laptop.
Can you see anything? I don't know if you see.
In any case, Aleix is sitting at the top of Camp Nou. What views that you have? Oh my God, live chat, rate that. It's pure fire. You always get to see the games from here. You're very privileged, you know?
Yeah, I know. I can see the 2 goals, all the stands. And it's
Is
a
it
very
weird
strange
for
feeling
you to say
with
the lineup?
no fans.
It's weird, right? It's strange.
Yeah, because for example, now it's only 40 minutes more or less to start the game and the stands are empty. But we will try that the players do not feel alone.
That's why we have your voice to keep cheering for the team and giving us all the latest from up your cabin. I have prepared a little challenge for you because you're the speaker of Camp Nou, so you're basically the person that needs to know everything about the squad and about our stadium. So I have 5 questions for you. 6 questions, sorry, I don't know how to count. So I will be dropping you the questions, and the answers can either be true or false. And well, Sarah and Robert can help you if you need some tips there, but they are very random. So if
Sarah
they are
and
wrong,
Robert,
just
pay
don't
attention,
worry,
please.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll pay attention. We'll pay
Sarah,
attention.
Robert, and everyone at home, we'll be dropping the questions. You leave in the live chat if you think the affirmation is true or if you think it is false. I'm going there with the first one, okay? Griezmann has the longest surname of the squad. Is this true or is this false, Aleix? Come on.
True.
True. Aleix thinks it's true.
I think it's true as well.
I think it's true. I'm trying
It's
to
false.
think,
It's
but
false.
I think
It's false.
What?
Okay.
Oh.
It is false.
Who is
It is
it?
false. Everyone at home who's saying true, guys, you got it wrong. Because Martin Braithwaite got the
Braithwaite,
longest surname
yeah.
of the squad with 11 letters. So you're starting this way off. But we'll go for the second question, okay? Second question. Camp Nou has 99,354 seats. True or false? Don't check Wikipedia. Aleix.
I think
or
that
false, Aleix?
actually is false.
I think it was something like
How many do you
98,000.
think?
Yeah, I think it's 98,354.
It's 99, actually. It's 99. It's true. It's true.
What's wrong with us?
You're
Okay, well,
making
we're not doing well
0
here.
out of 2. 0 out of 2. 0 out of 2. No problem. David George thought it was true. Magic Master 2. And Thomas Mitty also know more about Camp Nou than you guys. Third question. Ter Stegen is the player with the most appearances for Barça this season. Is this true or is this false?
He didn't play the Spanish Cup, so I don't know.
Good point. Good point.
I still think it's true.
Maybe it's false.
I say true.
I say true. We say true
We say
here.
true at Barca Studios.
People are divided on the live chat. Barcelona Studio says it's true. Aleix Santacana thinks it's false. And the point you were making, the fact that Ter Stegen doesn't play the Spanish Cup, is the big difference here. Because Antoine Griezmann is the player with the most appearances this season, with 3 more than Ter Stegen. And all of them made, obviously, in the Spanish Cup. So 1 point for Aleix, finally. Yes. Good for you.
Thank
Going to
you.
the fourth question, okay? Camp Nou has hosted a Champions League final once. Is it true or is this false?
Only once. I don't know. True.
I'm going to say true. I'm going to say true.
True.
I'm gonna say
How many
false.
Champions?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
And people, what do you think? Is this true or is this false? Because I'm going to give you the answer, and it's false. Camp Nou has hosted two Champions League finals, okay? AC Milan against Steaua Bucharest, and then Manchester United against Bayern Munich. So 2 Champions League finals for Camp Nou. Aleix, you were not working here those days yet, so you are no problem. We're not going to tell anyone. 5th question, and you need to know this one, Aleix. The anthem it plays before every game. And its duration, it's 1 minute and 47 seconds. Is this true or is this false?
These are difficult questions.
It's very difficult.
I'm just going to say true.
Next to me, I have
You
a
have someone with
technician.
you.
And I want to ask him,
Ask him.
how long is the Barça anthem?
Okay.
Quant dura l'himne del Barça?
He's asking. He's actually asking.
148.
I think that the answer is true.
I'm gonna go
It
with
is true. It is true. It is true. It is true. It is true. Aleix got the help of the sound technician of Camp Nou to make it right. It is true. That's the length of the Barça anthem, and this takes us to the very last question. Okay, question number 6, the last one. At this moment, Aleix, you are 50 meters tall, 50 meters above Camp Nou. Is this true or is this false?
Oh. True. I don't know.
I've never measured that. Just a bit less. It's just a bit less. You're 48 meters above Camp Nou because that's the height of Camp Nou, 88 meters. Now you know the exact height in which you are set when you are giving the lineups and when you're watching the game at your feet. Well, congratulations, you got 2 of them right. It's not bad. 2 out of 6.
It could be better, no? But it's
Hall of
okay.
Fame.
It's okay.
You're in the Hall of Fame now. I've got one last question for you, Aleix. What's your prediction for tonight?
2-0.
Okay. 2-0. Okay. Clean sheet for us. We'll see what happens. We'll write that down and see if that's the final score, the final result that we have today. Okay, Aleix, I'm going to leave you because I'm assuming you have a lot of work to do in the next few minutes.
Okay.
So go learn the lineups, practice them, and we'll talk to you later. Okay?
Enjoy the game.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you. Thank you. That was Aleix Santacana, the speaker of Camp Nou. Just at the moment where our players start the actual warm-up. So let me refresh the lineup for you, although you got it on screen. But today we're playing with Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, with Semedo, Piqué, Lenglet, and Jordi Alba in defense, with Sergio Busquets, Sergi Roberto, and Ivan Rakitic in the midfield, joined by the MSG in the front line with Messi, Suarez, and Antoine Griezmann. The 11 players that will start today's clash against Espanyol, the Catalan, the Barcelona derby. Aleix said his prediction. I'm going to ask you, Sarah, Robert, I don't know if you have mine with you too. What is yours? What are your predictions? Leave them in the live chat too. Predictions.
Okay, I'm going to go with a 3-0. I think we're going to be able to score some goals, and I want to say we can keep a clean sheet. I want to keep a clean sheet. I want ter Stegen to not concede any goals tonight, so I'm going with 3-0. What about you, Robert?
I'm going to be a bit more ambitious than you are. I'm going for the same amount of goals we scored the other day, but a clean sheet as well. 4-0. We've won 4-0 several times against Espanyol. So I'm going with that result, 4-0. I think that Suárez is going to score and become the 3rd all-time scorer for Barca in Barca's history. He's now level with Kubala, and then he will become the sole 3rd all-time scorer.
That would be amazing.
I think Messi's going to score against one of his favourite victims as well, and I think Piqué is going to score today as well.
I want to say I think Piqué will also score.
Piqué is always extra motivated against Espanyol, and I think he's going to score today. My prediction is 4-0. Sarah's is 3-0.
Let's ask Mai Rosro, who's connecting from home. Hello, Mai. Can you hear me?
Hello, Sarah. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, we want to know, what is your prediction for this match? So mine is 3-0. Georgina's is 3-0 as well. Robert is going for 4-0. What's yours?
3-0 too.
Oh, look at this.
Okay.
3 girls, 3-0. I like it. And of
That's
course,
something. It's a feeling.
Yeah. And of course, Matt, you're going to be following what the fans are saying on social media, through the live chat, as well as using the hashtag #OnlyForCulers.
Exactly. We have all the social medias on, ready for all the comments. The hashtag is Culers, only for Culers. Anything you want to tell us, where are you from, where are you watching us, all the details, your predictions, everything you want to say to us on YouTube, Twitter, everything. We're here to listen, to see that, and to obviously give it to Robert and Sarah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mike. We will talk to you later on.
Perfect.
So
All
I
right.
like these predictions. I like
Yeah,
these
another
predictions.
3-0.
We have three nils for you, Sarah. For me, Robert is going even further with a clean sheet and 4 goals for us. I got a lot of predictions in the live chat. Ricky Ginting is saying 2-0, Safin Sudi 4-0, just like you, Robert. Delar and Bagheri 4-0, Ali saying 5-0, Miguel 3-1, 2 for Messi, 1 for Griezmann. So yeah, a lot of the fans are motivated. They are hyped. They think we're winning today. A lot of clean sheets over there. And what you can do now is you go guess the score on the 1xBet website. You've got the link in the description. If you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitter, you can just go to 1xBet Europe.com and place your guess the score in there. Okay, so you can leave your predictions and see what happens in the end. Before we move on, you get to interrupt me, okay, Sarah, at any point if we have with us any other guests. But there's something that I would like to play to today. It's a this or that game. Because as we've been saying, this is the Barcelona derby. We're facing our neighbors today, so it's a moment to talk about Barcelona, our city, and make a small tribute to it. So I've prepared a few duels, and I would like you to help me pick between our favorites. So we've got them on screen, and we want also you to leave that in the live chat, okay? Which one of these duels do you prefer? The first one, the Tibidabo. Okay, it's a mountain that's just behind Camp Nou. We can see it at the moment, but it's just behind the Goal North stand. And it's got a beautiful amusement park at the top. And it's going to fight against the Barceloneta beach. The famous beach at Barcelona, where you have that hotel by the sand. It's a beautiful, beautiful beach. So what do you prefer? Are you more of a Tibidabo person, or are you more of a Barceloneta beach one?
It's a tough one. I love both. At first I was thinking Tibidabo, but now I just love the beach. Even though I don't go in the ocean, I love just walking by it and like laying around. So I would say Barceloneta.
Sarah, you're so American. You're so American saying the ocean because it's the Mediterranean Sea.
Oh my God! Okay.
I'm going to go Tibidabo because I love the views from up there. I used to go there as a kid to the amusement park. And if we're talking about beaches, we need to talk about the Costa Brava, which is where I come from. So yeah, Tibidabo.
You are from the Costa Brava. I don't know about it.
I am. Yeah.
Ooh, this is interesting. I like it. Okay, Tibidabo 1, Barceloneta 2. The live set is pretty divided, but I'm seeing a lot of people go for the beach. So Barceloneta is going to take this one, I think. Second one, Sagrada Familia. You all know about this one. Against Parc Güell, this insane park in Barcelona, designed by Antoni Gaudí, where you also get views of the city. It's impressive. It's very difficult to pick between these two. One for Sagrada Familia and 2 for Parc Güell.
I would say Parc Güell. I mean, it's so impressive, the architecture and how they built it, and the view, like you said, is amazing. But to be fair, I've never really been inside of Sagrada Familia, so I feel like my decision is
I've been to both, but still Parc Güell because it's out in the open air, spectacular views, the architecture's great, and it's a great walk.
I'm going to pick the other one, though. I'm going to go with Sagrada Familia now, because we already have the views of Tibidabo, so if we have... I'm kind of designing my perfect Barcelona, and I'm picking Tibidabo, I'm picking the Sagrada Familia. It's impressive. Everybody knows about Sagrada Familia all over the world. If you come to Barcelona, you definitely need to go and check it out. So I personally am going for Sagrada Familia. Third one, and this is a food-related one. You get 1 for paella, and you get 2 for pa amb tomàquet, which is the typical Catalan dish, and you basically get your bread with some tomato on it. A bit of, how do you say again? Robert.
Yeah, no, you have to soak the tomato on the bread.
And salt
definitely
on the
pan
top,
tomata.
yeah.
There's no question. There's nothing better than a good slice of pan tomata, a bit of olive oil on it,
really?
and
It's
some
hard.
salt. Yeah, no, definitely.
I would also say tomaquet. Did I pronounce that
Pan
correctly?
tomaquet.
Okay. I actually just had it in
Pan
February
tomaquet.
for the first time,
Oh.
which is really weird. But yeah, no, I
No
loved it. It was
way.
amazing. It was with you, Georgina, actually.
Really?
I had it when I was with you.
Okay. No, I'm surprised that you took so long to try the
I know.
tomato, but okay. If you come to Barcelona, you will definitely have a taste of both. I'm personally going to go for paella. Live chat, give me more answers before we move to the next one. Two districts are fighting here. We get, on the one hand, El Gothic, with the Barcelona Cathedral, these little streets, narrow streets. And on the other hand, we have El Born, which also has narrow streets, but it has a lot more of life. We'll say more restaurants, more activities. It also gets to the beach. You get to pick between the two districts. I'm going with El Born.
This is an easy one for me. I would also
Ignacy,
say.
the camera is going for El Born.
I would also say El Born too. I love it.
You're El Born team. Okay.
I'm in El Born team as
Robert?
well. I'm El Born team as well.
Nice.
Definitely.
Full. We are going for two for El Born. Okay, it's got to have something. If you come to Barcelona, you definitely need to get a stroll on the narrow streets of El Born, have dinner there or anything. It's a very beautiful district, probably one of the most beautiful of Barcelona. Then we have to pick between the day life of our city and the nightlife of it.
This is an easy one for me. I'm more of a day person, so I would say daylight. I love hiking, adventuring when the sun's out, so easy one for me. What about you?
I'm going to go with day life. Day life. I love to have like walks and maybe, as we were talking about before, going to Paraguay. Now in the summer, maybe nightlife because because it's so warm. But no, definitely day life.
Everything got its upsides and downsides. No, yeah, Robert, tell me.
Sorry, no, I was going to say that day life allows you to go to the beach as well.
Yeah, but nightlife gives you football. So,
Oh, that is
and nightlife
true.
in Barcelona gets interesting at least once a week.
That's
At
a good
least now it's
argument.
more
That's a good
times a week,
argument,
but
Georgina.
yeah. But yeah, no, I'm going to go with day life anyway because yeah, the sun, you can go to the beach. But you can go to the beach in the night too. I don't know, it's difficult. It's difficult. I don't know what to say. I think I'm going to let the life to decide. One for nightlife and one for day life, sorry, and two for nightlife. I'm going to leave this up to the viewers at home. Fourth one is the song Barcelona. And Sarah, Robert, and people at home, please don't let me down. One, Barcelona by Freddie Mercury, or two, Barcelona by Ed Sheeran.
All right. I know what
Don't
you
let me down.
I know what you want us to tell you, but it's just not my answer. I know you want us to tell you Freddie Mercury, but I have to go with Ed Sheeran.
I know what Georgina wants me to ask as well, but I'm just such a big fan of Ed Sheeran. I love
Exactly.
those
Ed Sheeran
songs.
too.
The Barcelona song by Freddie Mercury is the Olympics. It's a special one, but I just really like Ed Sheeran. So yeah, that's my answer.
Really, live chat, help me out here. I mean, Barcelona by Freddie Mercury and Montserrat Caballé is such a beautiful song. You go type it out right now. Once the game is over, you go to YouTube or you go to any music streaming service that you have and you go listen to Barcelona by Freddie Mercury and Montserrat Caballé. You don't listen to Sarah or Robert and what they are saying. Focus on that. Pure music, and it was used for the Barcelona Olympics, just as they said. It's a historical song and a very, very important one for every person from Barcelona. And I've got one last one, but I don't think it's even a debate. But the two teams of Barcelona, we have Barça and we have Espanyol. So I don't think we need to choose anything.
No.
This is
No debate.
the one and only.
No debate at all.
One
Easiest
only.
thing ever. It's
Exactly.
Barca all the way.
Barca all the way.
Barca all the
Definitely.
way.
It is,
So
it is.
we've created our little and own Barcelona here. I'm glad we did. people at home, you've been taking part in the live chat. You also have this on Instagram. So if you want, check FC Barcelona's Instagram stories and you can screenshot the story that we have uploaded. You can pick yours, and if you upload them on your profile to tag us FC Barcelona, hashtag Culés at home, we'll be reposting our favorites. So go make your picks and share them with us. We're eager to see what do you guys prefer of our beautiful city, Barcelona. And come visit us once this is over, once the coronavirus and everything is over, you gotta come to Barcelona and enjoy this amazing city that we have the privilege to live in. You guys tell me if we can move to the live chat.
Yes,
sorry, to
no,
the trivia,
well,
or if we have any guests.
Yeah, we have a special guest. We have Omar from Blaugrana Graham. He is the founder and chief editor. And you were actually on the show earlier this year, so welcome back, Omar. How are you?
Thank you, Sarah. I'm doing great. How are you? Thank you for having me on again.
Of course. Thank you for joining us. We wanted to know a little bit about the background of this account. I mean, it has a large following, almost 40K followers on Twitter. How did it start? What's the story behind this?
Yeah, no. Well, at first it started as a sort of fan account, as for me to get an outlet to go on Twitter for. And then after a while, I started realizing that I felt like Twitter needed a certain type of news account, and I started to go in that direction. And then after a while, I established it as a well-respected news outlet. And we're almost hitting 10K on Instagram. We're doing really well on Twitter. We've got a website where we post articles daily. We're on Facebook. So it's really grown a lot. And when I first started, I didn't envision it going this well. So it started off as me just wanting to spend time on Twitter and social media, and then it kind of turned into this big thing. So
No,
that's great.
Really, it's awesome. Congrats to you and the team.
Thank you.
It's a lot of cool content you guys have. I want to ask you a little bit about the game. What are your expectations? It's going to be a very intense match. We know these two teams have a very intense rivalry, very heated 90 minutes of game ahead of us.
Yeah, no, I think the game is going to be very interesting. I mean, as some of you might know, PK went to the stadium on a bike, so the team is clearly in good spirits. I'm looking forward to the game. I think certain players will be very interesting to watch today. I think Martin Braithwaite, since his arrival, has been amazing. In my opinion, his mentality has been top-notch. His form has been really good, so I'm hoping to see some of him today. De Jong, obviously, is a player Barca will miss, but Riqui Puig has been really good, really, really good. And hopefully we'll see some of that too today. I mean, no one doubts the quality that players like Rakitic or De Jong bring to the squad, but then seeing youngsters like Riqui Puig given a chance in these circumstances, players like Ansu Fati, maybe Monchu, I think that's what would be amazing to see tonight.
Definitely.
And again, I mean, Espanyol with 5 defeats on the bounce, they have everything to play for. They have nothing to lose. So I think with that, I think it's going to be a very fiery encounter for sure.
Yes, we are very excited for this match. I want to know one last thing. What is your prediction for this game?
I saw what you guys obviously watched the show before I hopped on, and I saw 3 3-0s and 1 4-0 from Robert. I'm going to go a bit more pessimistic, I guess, because I think Raul Di Tomas, who used to play at Rayo, obviously, he's always been good against us, so I feel like he'll score today. But I think Barca will win maybe 3-1 or 4-1. I think it's going to be a comfortable victory, but I think Espanyol are going to put up a fight.
Definitely. So maybe the same result as the one against Villarreal?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. I don't think that, I won't rule that out. I mean, we're finally seeing Griezmann click with Messi and Suarez, which so many have been crying out for. So with that, I think today's going to be such an amazing game, such an exciting game, for sure.
Well, thank you, Omar. We will talk to you after the match.
All right, sounds great. Thank you for having me, Sarah, and enjoy the game, guys.
Thank you. All right, Georgina, let's go back to you.
Yeah, and here at Camp Nou, the warm-up from our players is just over. They're going back to the locker room, and they will be here in less than 15 minutes that we have to go until kickoff. Let me refresh real quick the lineup for you today. We'll be playing with Ter Stegen in goal, with Semedo, Piqué, Lenglet, and Jordi Alba in defense, with Sergio Busquets, Sergio Roberto, and Rakitic in midfield, and the forward line for the MSG for Messi, Suarez, and Griezmann. Very similar lineup to the one that we had in Villarreal. And Omar from Blaugrana Graham was just commenting the fact that, for example, Raúl de Tomás is something that we need to be, someone that we need to be careful about tonight. So I want to ask you, Robert, what do you think is the aspect of Espanyol that's going to be the most difficult to deal with tonight?
The aspect of Espanyol that's going to be the most difficult to deal with is it's always the same with Espanyol. It's their extra motivation when they play football, but Club Barcelona. And obviously today they have extra motivation because they need the win to avoid the drop into second division. If they lose today, they are a team of the second division. So today, I imagine they'll be extra motivated. There's going to be a defensive line of 5. We've seen in the system that Espanyol will be posing in front of Barca's attack, and that will make it hard for us to create opportunities for sure. So, yeah. Those two things are the things that worry me the most about today's game.
Okay, that's definitely a good point. Espanyol fighting for their life. Literally, they need all the points and they need their rivals to drop some of them. It's kind of the same situation that we have, but like with this huge contrast. This big difference that we have on the table. We won't have the time to play the trivia tonight, but there was one question related to the point difference that there's with Espanyol today. And
well, it would have been very handy,
49
Georgina.
Points of difference.
It would have been very handy, Georgina, if you asked that question right now, because we have the standings on our screen. So we would have been able to cheat and tell you the answer. It's 49 points
so you
currently.
See, we're separated. Yeah, 49. 49 points of difference. That makes so many defeats and draws that Espanyol have carried through all the season, including ourselves, because we didn't get a win out of the Air City Stadium earlier this season. In fact, it was the first game of 2020. What a year, 2020! It started with a draw at Espanyol's, and then it just went all the way down with the sports being suspended and everything. But yeah, 49 points that separate us from ourselves. That's one stat for today. But I know there are more stats of this game against Espanyol, and I'm going to ask our man of the stats, Marc Brau. Marc, are you there?
Hello, good evening, Georgina. How are you? Nice to meet you here in Camp Nou. As always, I want to say hello from the other side because it takes some lucky in the last game. So, hello, Georgina. How are you? Can you see me?
Hello, and we are on the other side. I can see you, and I know you can because I'm seeing yourself. I'm coming to you in the second half, you know about it. We were talking stats, and did you know that we have 49 points of difference at the moment with Espanyol?
Yes, it's the second difference, the second biggest difference in history between Barça and Espanyol. Yeah, larger, yeah, it's the second larger difference. Maybe it could be more difference if Barça won today, but we have a lot of stats with today's game. Also a relationship with Leo Messi. I want to ask you something. Last game in Villarreal, you asked, your answer was right about my stat, so I want to ask you my question always, if you are right. So, do you know how many goals has Leo Messi scored so far against Espanyol in his whole career? How many goals Messi has scored?
Okay, live chat, help me. Give me options, and I want everyone at home helping me here.
Okay, I will give you options.
What are the options?
My first option is 15 goals. The second option is 20 goals. The third option is 25 goals, and the last option is 30 goals. So 15, 20, 25, or 30. You can see that there are enough goals for Messi.
Help me out. No, there are a lot of goals. Even if it's the lowest 15, it's going to be a lot of goals. Give me your options, live chat. 15, 20, 25, or 30 goals for Leo Messi. I personally am going to go with 25. 25 goals.
Are you sure?
That he has scored 3 hat-tricks.
Yeah?
No, I'm not sure.
And you remember?
I'm going to say 25.
Do you remember what happened? Do you remember what happened in last derbies here? Yes, 25, Georgina.
At Camp Nou?
You're right.
25.
No,
yes.
25 in whole games.
I'm seeing people
between
get
Camp
it right.
Nou and 25.
And away.
25 goals and away.
I'm seeing a lot of people. Messi Boy,
right,
for example, said 25. Ibrahim said 25 too. Ethan Ebanks 25. Rambir 25. Wesley 25. Sonia 25. Jan 25. Kevin 25.
Easy question.
25
easy question.
too.
I will change the stat for the next game.
Okay. I have one for you, Marc. how long would it take
Okay.
you to walk from Camp Nou to the RCD Stadium? Okay? 45 minutes,
I can say
1 hour and 20 minutes, or 2 hours and 10 minutes? How long?
I suppose it's walking. Walking from Camp Nou to Cornellà. Okay,
Yes,
so
walking,
45.
yeah. 45,
The
1
second
hour
option.
and 20 minutes, or 2 hours and 10? Yeah,
1
we
hour,
can
20
see
minutes,
that you
option B.
really are from... Option B, you're right, you're right. You're right, and everyone in the live chat giving us option B. You guys are right. At the moment, our city stadium is not located inside Barcelona. Okay, it's just outside it, so it's not like physically in the same city, but it's pretty close to it. It's in Cornellà, and it would take you 1 hour and 20 minutes to get over there. I'm going to ask you one last one, okay? It's a very random question for you, Mark, because I want to challenge you. Today is the Catalan Derby, and I don't know if you knew that the first game that Luis Suarez saw here at Camp Nou as a fan was a game of the Catalan national team, okay? Who was Catalonia playing against that day here at Camp Nou? Were they playing A, against Argentina? Were they playing B, against Uruguay? Or were they playing C, against Brazil? Who was Catalonia facing that day?
First game. Okay, Uruguay not for sure, so it will be Argentina or Brazil. Catalonia played 2 games against both teams, so it's difficult.
Give me the
I would
answer
say
already.
I would say Brazil. Brazil.
And this is history in the making, guys. Mark Brau getting his answer wrong. The right answer is
It's
A,
Argentina.
Luis Suarez. So
Argentina.
his first game at Camp Nou is Argentina. Real quick, Mark, what's your prediction for tonight?
My prediction 3-0. And you want to know because I want to say that? It's because if Barça score 3 goals, it will be 100 official goals this season. So Barça scored 97 goals this season,
nice
so
stat.
we expect to score 3 goals to get the 100 in the season.
Great. Extra stats for today. Thank you very much, Mark. We don't have time for more. I will see you in the second half, and if not, we will meet again on Saturday at Valladolid.
Okay, good luck, Gina.
See you. Bye, Mark. Thank you very much. Another 3-0 prediction. We've seen all your predictions in the live chat. You're all very hot for kickoff, which is coming to us in only 5 minutes. So real quick, let me remind you that we're playing with Ter Stegen in goal, with Semedo, Lenglet, Piqué and Jordi Alba in defense, with Sergio Busquets, Sergio Roberto and Ivan Rakitic in midfield, and the MSG, Messi, Suarez and Griezmann in the front line. 5 minutes ago for this Catalan derby, Barcelona derby, both Barça and Espanyol fighting for their dreams, very different dreams, but they both need the points, the 3 points, and they both need their rivals to drop some points on the way too. So this is everything from the pitch side of Camp Nou for now, because I'm going to go over to you, Sarah, and we'll be connecting throughout the game for the match center.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Georgina. Well, it is match day 35 of La Liga Santander, the city derby, Barça against Espanyol. And a very startling contrast between these two teams, one fighting for the league title and the other fighting to stay afloat in the top flight. Lots to talk about, but before we get into it, hello to you, Robert.
Hello, Sarah. Yes, I'm pretty excited about this game. City derby is always a good game. Yeah. Espanyol will be very motivated, as we just say, and I'm sure Barca will as well. We're still in the fight for the league title. We can hope that Real Madrid can drop some points along the way from now until the end, so we just need to keep the wins coming.
Exactly. Well, we've been connecting with so many Peña Blaugranas from around the world, and today we are going to Kuwait to talk to Ahmad Aved. How are you doing, Ahmad?
Hi, how are you? I'm really fine. I hope that everything's doing well.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Now, we always ask this question, how will the Peña Blaugrana in Kuwait be following this match? Are you guys going to be in groups? Is that allowed yet, or is it still through video calls, or how is that going to work out? Can you hear me, Ahmed? All right, seems like we lost connection,
okay.
But I wanted to see because a lot of them are still doing the whole video call thing.
Exactly, yeah. We've been talking to so many Peñas, and it's unfortunate that they can't get together.
Yeah.
More or less the same situation as in here, but it's great that they all get together via video call and they interact with each other, and some have calls at the end of the game to discuss the game.
It's amazing. It's so much passion and dedication. I absolutely love it. But let's go over to your 3 points of analysis.
Yes,
Ulrich.
okay, yes. I've picked 3 talking points for the game today. 3 different points that I think are worth talking about. One is the change of system we saw the other day against Villarreal. So basically we were playing a 4-3-3. It's the same numbers, but it was distributed differently on the field. Mainly that Luis Suárez and Antoine Griezmann were playing as 2 centre forwards, and that Lionel Messi was playing 3 behind them. That gave a lot of space to the midfielders to make runs on the right, on the left, and that was very interesting to see. Barça averaged 70% possession, which is up to a point usual in Barca, but we created a lot more danger with it. The possession was a lot more effective. We had 18 shots, 12 of them on target, so we were a lot more dangerous. And Messi, Suárez, Griezmann, the MSG, they combined a total of 25 times, amongst each other during 60 minutes of the game, because then Suárez was substituted, and they looked happy to be playing together. They looked very comfortable in that new system, so we'll see if that keeps going today. Due to that change of system, we had more space on the wings. So with Griezmann more in the middle, he wasn't on the left flank all that much. That gave a lot of space for Sergi Roberto and Jordi Alba especially to combine down the left flank. They are the players who are going to allow Barca to be wide, and which is something that we'll need against a 5-man defence. Yeah. And yes, we need our fullbacks to be very deep, to make runs forward, to be very dangerous. The likes of Jordi Alba and Semedo can do that. They've got the legs to go up and down the field all day long. And the third point of analysis is something that we've been talking about. It's Espanyol's motivation today. Yeah. One, they need the win because otherwise they drop into the 2nd division. That there's no way around that. 2, they are always motivated against Barca. It's a city derby. Barca are usually the team that's above them in the table, so it's always a thing of pride for them to see if they can scratch some points away in these games. We'll see how the game goes on. If it's tight and the minutes go by and it's unresolved, I just hope that it won't get nippy, that it won't get nasty, because sometimes these games do, with some like harsh tackles or too many yellow cards. Let's hope that we don't see that today.
Hopefully we just score goals and we don't have to see any of that. But we actually have Ahmad from the Peña Blaugrana in Kuwait. So Ahmad, can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you very well, and thank you again. Sorry, I don't know, it's like maybe lost of connections, that's why.
No worries. I wanted to ask you... Yeah, no, go for it.
Yeah, for your question about how we are gathering together to watch the game. Yeah. In this situation, in this COVID-19 situation with this pandemic, we are using mainly WhatsApp for analyze the game before the game, and then we are watching. We go deep in details about everything. Like, okay, let's see today. Roberto, he will play as a midfielder, not defender. Like this, we will see Griezmann with Suarez and Messi like this.
Yeah, analyzing.
So we are using mainly WhatsApp. Yeah.
Got it. And what is your prediction for the game before we let you go?
It froze again.
Oh, it froze. Well, we'll talk to him later on in the game.
We'll talk to him later on, yes.
The game has started. That's the most important thing.
I'm sure the prediction is a win. I'm sure the prediction is a win. Anyway, the game started. The game is underway. Espanyol had the kickoff. They had the first possession, but Barca have already got the ball, and we're moving it around in Espanyol's half. Luis Suárez dispossessed there. Let's just go quickly over the lineup. It's on our screens. We've got Marc-André ter Stegen in goal, Semedo, Piqué, Langlais, Jordi Alba in defense, Busquets, Rakitic, and Sergi Roberto midfield. The MSG up front, Messi, Suárez, and Griezmann. One change, Sarah, compared to the other day's lineup.
Yes, Vidal out, Rakitic in. And I wonder if it's going to be that same formation, kind of the diamond formation with Messi floating in behind Griezmann and Suarez. I think it worked. I mean, we saw it. I don't think it worked for sure against Villarreal. And I think that it is something that we should do moving forward. But we have to see. I mean, just like you said, Espanyol, they have so much motivation right now. Yeah. Not only because it's a city derby, but the fact that they're literally on the brink of going to the second division.
Yeah, exactly. They're in desperate need of a win today.
Yeah.
And even if they did win today, they would need a miracle to stay in the first division because they've got so many teams ahead of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, on the Barca side of things, I can see more or less that we are playing in the same way that we were the other day because Antoine Griezmann's in the middle. Now Suarez has dropped to the left, but just to go and combine with Jordi Alba, he's in the middle, and so is Lionel Messi. So the formation is pretty much the same as the other day, and we have got a 5-man defense planted in front of us. That's the system that Rufete has gone for, a 5-3-2.
Yeah, defensive.
Yeah, very defensive.
Very defensive. And actually, we have Ahmed's prediction.
Yes.
It is 2-0.
Oh,
so
2-0,
a lot
okay.
of clean sheets. I'm liking this.
Yes, everyone
except for
going
Omar,
for the clean sheet.
because he said 3-1 or 4-1, but that's still, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's a win.
It's a win.
Here is Nelson Semedo on the right. Pass
Moving the
from
ball
Ivan
around.
Rakitic. Barca moving the ball around.
Yeah.
Griezmann, Semedo. The Espanyol players playing some very tight pressure at the moment every time a Barca forward receives the ball. Now Rakitic receiving the ball on the right. Combination with Lionel Messi. Rakitic has it again over to the right for Nelson Semedo.
This system that they have that we saw against Villarreal, it allows them to, I mean, it's ideal for dominating the game. We had so much possession in that Villarreal match. We saw how many passes we made and how many shots we attempted. The only downside about the system is that we push so high up because we're constantly pressing high, which is good because we recover the ball fast. But if we don't recover it, the ball, then it's basically 2v2 with the central defenders because all the fullbacks are up.
No, definitely, and Villarreal were very dangerous in that sense. We've got the first corner kick of the game, a combination between Jordi Alba and Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann tried to put the cross inside, and it bounced off of an Espanyol defender, so it's a corner kick on the left, which Lionel Messi is going to take. Rakitic.
Going to go for a goal?
I don't think he can go for... Well, I mean, no, it's Messi. He can go for goal. He played it short with Ivan Rakitic, though. Now Rakitic back to Jordi Alba. Barca have the ball on the left. Great little ball by Messi to Rakitic, who tries to put the cross inside. It's intercepted, and it goes out for a throw-in.
That was a nice little cheeky pass to Rakitic.
Definitely. Lionel Messi playing that sneaky ball. And an offside is called now off of that throw-in. So it looks like Barca are going to have the ball for pretty much the entirety of the game, and Espanyol are going to try and look for opportunities in transition.
Exactly.
They're going to try and keep it very tight at the back. It's what we've seen, that system with 5 defenders, and they've got a holding midfielder, David Lopez, who is a defender as well. So we can even count it as a 6-man defense.
No, it's going to be tough to find the little spaces. But like I was saying before about pressing high. Oh, hold on.
Long ball played into Barca's box. Langley protects it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Barca regain possession. Raúl de Tomàs went up high in the air, and bumped into Busquets.
That's definitely a player we need to keep an eye on, Raúl de Tomàs.
Yes.
He has an eye for goal. He's very speedy.
Scored 4 goals since joining them in January.
Yeah.
But goal scoring has been one of Espanyol's main problems this season. I mean, their top scorer has 4 goals, and there's 4 players with, or 3 players with 4 goals: Wule, David Lopez, and Raúl de Tomàs. But yeah, it's just not enough.
No, they're lacking some things, and Wule is not even. He's on the bench.
He's on the bench, yes.
So, and no, they've had just a miserable season. They're on their 4th manager right now with Francisco Rufete. Constantly changing managers. It's not really a stable club at the moment. And now, if anything other than a win, they're down to the second division.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a strange city derby, this one, because I don't know if we've ever been in these circumstances.
And
with no fans
exactly,
as well.
on top of that, it's behind closed doors.
Like I feel like derbies and clásicos, it's sometimes it's even more about the fans
exactly.
than the players.
It is. Everyone gets so pumped up for those types of games. But
at the moment, it's been a slow kind of start, but Barca have the ball. Espanyol haven't shown that they can be a threat yet.
Yeah, I really want us to test Diego Lopez. We need to test the keeper from outside the box. We know that Espanyol are going to have a very compact and disciplined defense, so we need to break that block.
Definitely. The ball is switched over to Semedo, who's on the right-hand side. Let's see what we can create here. Semedo, Rakitic. The ball goes over to the left, where Sergi Roberto can pick it up. And what a game Sergi Roberto had.
I was going to say right now, that's your player. And you just linked up with Jordi Alba, and that was your favorite link-up throughout the match against Villarreal.
Definitely, definitely. I thought they were very good the other day. Ooh. Now Messi plays a through ball to Suarez, who links up with Griezmann. Rakitic to Semedo. Barça are going to have a really tough time to find spaces in here today. We can just get on the edge of their final third, and then it just gets so tight.
Yeah. No, it's almost like 6 defenders. You're right. That holding midfield is like another defender.
It's going to be a throw in for Espanyol. The player who picked it up was RDT. RDT.
And there is just showing Messi on the screen right now. He scored 25 goals, and Espanyol is his 5th favorite victim to score against. And Piqué has scored 6 goals against Espanyol. Most clubs he's ever scored against.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I always wanted
Piqué is always very motivated. But it's a thing of players who've grown up in La Masia as well. Because we were talking about it the other day. Let's just see what happens here. Piqué heads the ball away. Espanyol trying to put the ball back inside of Barca's box. Piqué clears it once again, and now Semedo's going to bring it down on his chest and find Ivan Rakitic on the right. Barca managed to keep things safe and pass it all the way back to Ter Stegen, who finds Jordi Alba on the left. Yes, we were saying the other day that players who grow up in La Masia, they face Espanyol year in, year out, and Espanyol is the big team, the big rival when they're growing up. Real Madrid it's something that happens when they become pros, really and truthfully. Oh, here's a great ball by Messi to Suarez. Suarez tried to put it back inside to Antoine Griezmann, who wasn't in the box yet. And now, oh, the referee says the ball had gone out, so it's a goal kick to Espanyol. So yeah, or maybe they'll face Real Madrid once in the year in a tournament of some sorts. But when the under-12s, the under-10s, under-14s, when they play the league, the big team they face is Espanyol. So they're always motivated, and they know the players of their generation, and sometimes, well...
they kind of grow up together.
Exactly, they grow up together, and they become rivals. They become rivals.
No, it's such an intense rivalry.
So for the players who like Sergi Roberto, Jordi Alba, Piqué, the Espanyol game is always a bit special.
Yeah. Well, let's talk to her, because she's at Camp Nou right now, and I want to know, I mean, pretty slow start for both teams, but it seems like Espanyol are going to just sit and defend tonight.
Hey, 1 second. Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Sarah.
No, I'm saying that it's been a slow start for both teams, and it looks like Espanyol is just going to sit, defend, and look for the counterattacks.
No, definitely, and you could see this from their lineup. They know they have it really, really, really hard to get saved from this league, but they are coming here to at least not allow Barca winning.
Sorry, Georgina, I had to interrupt, because Espanyol are on the counter-attack, and the chance is saved by Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, and Barba was the player making the run inside the box. There's no offside because he started the run in Espanyol's own half. He outpaced Sergio Busquets. He got himself inside the box. He didn't have the best of angles running in from the right, but he tried to finish in front of Ter Stegen, put the ball across him. Ter Stegen stuck his right leg out and sent the ball away for a corner kick. First chance of the game, and it's for Espanyol.
Yeah, first chance of the game. As it was, I was going to say, it's a minute 10, and this is the first clear, well, not clear, but the first real occasion that we've seen from a team. It came from Espanyol, big surprise, but it's also a proof of this rivalry that we have with Espanyol, and how they always want to take our goals away from us.
Yeah, exactly.
3 points today.
I think the thing is that we're pressing so high. If they get the chance to attack, they have so much space, and then it just becomes one-on-one situation.
And they are really based on the counter-attacks today, playing with 5 defenders, 3 guys on the midfield. So yeah, they just need to be quick on the transitions, and they will find us with this high pressure. You can see the team, our team Barça, really with the lines always on Espanyol's side. So so we need to be careful about that too.
Yeah, Georgina, I wanted to ask you something, because I mean, it's been several games now, and you've been to all these stadiums without fans, but today I think you can really really notice the difference, because we were saying now with Sarah that derbies and Clásicos are games that have to be played with fans. It's all about the fans there. Be it played in Cornellà or Camp Nou, derbies are special, and it's games that need fans.
I'm absolutely agreeing with you here. It's always weird to see the stands empty, and it's always weird, all this feeling that you get when you can hear the players and the referee and all that. But today, it's stranger than it is as usual, because today the stands will be roaring. Everyone,
careful, because Rakitic is inside the box. Sorry, Sarah. Sorry, Georgina. Rakitic was inside the box, trying to put the cross in to Luis Suarez. The Espanyol managed to get it out of their box. You can keep going, Georgina.
No, the atmospheres are electric for this kind of games, and it's, yeah, you can see a derby without fans, even though there's a lot going on the pitch and a lot for both teams, it's definitely not the same.
No, and you were saying that Espanyol are always looking to take points away from us. They did earlier on in the season at the game in Cornellà.
They're kind of experts on that. It's like, it doesn't matter how they are performing for the whole season. When they face Barça, it's because of this motivation that they always have.
Yeah.
And they want to take all this. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we were trying to win the league or if we're trying to get those 3 points. They are always going to try to take that away from us.
Exactly. It's such an intense and heated battle. But we will talk to you later on in the game, Georgina. Hopefully when we score a goal.
Sure, anytime. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we need that.
Exactly.
Yes, Sarah, the other day we'd already scored at this time
I
in the
know.
game. Kind of missed that.
I do, but I mean, we can't get too over our heads. I mean, it's 13 minutes. There's plenty of time.
Great ball by Messi to Semedo, who gets himself inside the box. Can Semedo cross the ball inside? It was a great cross. An Espanyol player got a touch, and it's gone out for a corner kick. Bernardo was the player who cleared the ball away, and now Barça have their second corner kick of the game, this time on the right-hand side. Messi could go for goal this time, because it's the right angle, well, or the right side for a left-footed player. Here goes Lionel Messi, tries to put it inside. He did. He tried to go for goal, and Diego Lopez had to punch it away.
That was incredible.
When he has it on the right-hand side, he just goes for the curl. I feel like in the last few games, he's been looking for it.
He has. It's so difficult to score when...
Here he goes. Oh, he tried again. This time the ball went to the near post. Griezmann had to dive for it to keep the ball alive. Barça have it outside now. Messi on the right. Messi finds Jordi Alba in the middle. Jordi Alba tries to loop it inside. Back to Messi, but it fell into the hands of Diego Lopez.
No, I think it's smart that he's going for goal, because he knows how many players are going to be in the box defending. So he's like, maybe that's the best chance I have.
No, and in the last few games, I'm sure he's attempted it at least once every time. Because I think I was talking about this with Maya when she was on the show. You think of all the Messi goals, and one that he hasn't scored is directly from a corner, what they call the Olympic goal, and a bicycle kick.
Oh,
Those are the two types of goals that Messi's missing.
Exactly.
Messi's missing them, yeah.
Hopefully he'll score them soon. But speaking about Mai, we have her right now. So hello, Mai.
Hello. I think Robert is missing me.
I am.
We are missing you so much. You usually sit next to me.
I never said that I didn't miss her.
For sure,
Why is she saying finally?
This is a miracle.
Mai, why are you saying finally? I never said that I don't miss you.
You're stuffed, Robert.
We love you, Mai.
Like a really serious guy.
Okay, well, I want to know what are the fans saying, if they are saying anything right now. I mean, it has been a slow start, but any kind of motivational tweets or something?
Yeah, but before this, many people is asking why De Jong is not on the pitch or not on the bench.
Well,
and obviously we have to explain to the fans, like, he's out due to suspension with Umtiti, Junior Firpo, and Dembele. That's
injury.
De Jong. I'm sorry, injury. I say suspension?
Yes, you did.
I'm always thinking about suspension. No, just injury. Yeah, his injury with Junior Firpo, Braithwaite, and Dembele.
Exactly.
So if you want, guys, we can take a look on the social media.
Perfect.
That I want to remind all the fans that you have to subscribe. Because if you subscribe, you're going to have the best content of Barça every day. And obviously, like breaking news or things like that, that you must do that.
Barça TV
Okay,
Plus. Yeah,
let's
Barça
take a
TV Plus,
look.
definitely.
It's a place to get the
That
coolest
too,
content.
obviously. People say it's better than Netflix, so
It is.
Oh.
It is. I agree.
last time. Okay, let's take a look at the first tweet. It's from Ebunolu. Is always there, sending these tweets to us. It's match day, derby day. Vamos equipos, let's get that 3 points. And the prediction is Barcelona 4, Espanyol 2. Then the second tweet is from Kapil G03. It says, derby day, ready culés? I want to ask Robert and Sarah, you think you're ready for this match?
Yeah, I'd say we are ready.
I would say for sure.
You're ready.
Definitely
you feel
ready,
ready,
definitely
like
ready.
the derby way.
We were born ready.
Okay.
We were born ready, exactly.
Okay, the third one is from Rosafa Morina.
It's
There's
her
always
again.
there sending, yeah, again, every match is there. That's so nice. It's using the tags culers and only for culers to say, tonight we have a match to win, Barça Espanyol. We're gonna get those 3 points. We hope that too. And then you were asking about this, Sarah. We have two other comments from people who are watching us from all over the places. We have this comment from Manau Dangi, who's using the hashtag culers too, and say, I'm watching from India, and the game will start at 1:30 a.m., which is crazy.
That's
too late
so
for
late.
us.
Oh, wait a minute, because Barca have the ball
Yeah.
inside the box. The cross by Lionel Messi. Sorry, mate. Let's see if we can get back what we had the other day. Every time we
Yeah,
went to Mai, something
exactly.
important in the game happened.
You are a good luck charm, Mai.
Yes. I love all these
Thank
comments
you,
that we
thank
get
you.
on the live chat on YouTube as well.
Yeah. The fact that the
Yeah.
game starts at 1:30 a.m. I mean, it ends so much longer, like
Well.
90 minutes plus. It's incredible. I mean, such
And if you let
dedication.
me, with the last one, who is from Hassin Nasuha, that say Indonesia on 3 a.m., which is even more late.
Might as well
That's
just
real
stay
time.
up when the game's over, because it's daytime by the morning time.
Exactly. But I'll keep you updated in the next connection.
Perfect. Thank you, Mai. We'll talk to you later then.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened when we talked to the people in Jakarta, the Peña
Jakarta,
Blaugrana.
yeah.
They started the game in
was
the early
dark.
hours of the morning,
Yeah.
and then it was daytime when once the.
You even heard the roosters.
I did hear the roosters.
morning.
Exactly. Yeah. It was interesting.
Interesting, but it just shows how much these culés care about this team and
Definitely.
this club, and they're going to go as
Well,
do whatever it takes.
To any length.
To any, exactly. I was looking for that word.
So far, not much has happened in the
Exactly.
game. Not much has happened
I
in the game.
wouldn't say so far not so good, because I mean it's not like we're playing bad. It's just that it's kind of been steel. It's just there hasn't really been much.
Stale, yeah. Espanyol now will have a chance at the set piece. I think they're going to try and put the cross inside, even though the ball is very far out. Mbarba's going to cross it inside. And they're going to try and create a dangerous situation from here. It's on the left, closer to midfield than the box.
Yeah.
Mbarba waiting for the referee's whistle. There are 6 Espanyol players who have come forward. A long cross by Mbarba looking for the far post. The ball is inside the box still, and Rakitic heads it away. Now Barca need to get out of that area.
Get
Griezmann
out
is
and start attacking.
Exactly. Griezmann is the player who's putting pressure now on Diego Lopez.
I would say the formation's kind of different though than the one against Villarreal.
A little bit different.
A little bit different.
But it's still with the idea that Griezmann's playing in the middle,
Yeah.
Suarez as well, Messi, well now Suarez on the right.
Yeah.
But I think the idea is still that the wings are for the fullbacks, and with the help of Rakitic on one side and Sergio Roberto on the other,
Yeah.
and our 3 forwards play in the middle.
Oh, nice touch.
Nice first touch from, oh, Messi let it slide, and Suarez almost connected. 20th minute of the game so far. I can't think of any opportunities for Barca yet.
No, I think the only opportunity was from Espanyol in the 10th
and
minute or
Barba,
something.
denied by Ter Stegen. And Barca have gotten inside the box a couple of times, put in a couple of crosses, but there's just too many players. Oh, an interesting situation now as Griezmann is fouled close to the box at the very best angle for Lionel Messi. Messi scored against Espanyol from this position before.
I was going to say, I vividly remember that goal. And Diego Lopez kind of just was like, what happened? How did he do that?
Messi, or Griezmann, sorry, was trying to get in between two defenders. He was fouled. He was sandwiched in between two. And Messi is going to be the player in charge of taking this. I'd say it's exactly the same position.
It's very, very similar. How many meters away from goal? Let's see. Diego Lopez is like, not again.
Yes. Messi scored several free kicks against Espanyol, because I remember the one, was it last season or the season before, when Victor Sanchez ran back?
That was, I think that was last season.
That was last season, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was incredible.
25 meters away. Lionel Messi's going to take it. Here he goes, the run up by Messi. The shot goes over the crossbar.
Close.
22nd minute of the game. That was the first opportunity for Barca. A free kick taken by Lionel Messi. He was looking for the top right corner, but the ball just went over the goal defended by Diego Lopez.
So close. All right, well, we have Bruno Ballesta from Barça Studios, and he's going to talk about the different clashes between Barça and Espanyol, this very intense rivalry. Bruno, hello. Do we have Bruno with us? Can he hear us?
Oh, we can't hear him at the moment.
All right, well, we will go to him later because he has some fun stuff he wants to share with us about these two teams.
Yes, because there's lots of history, obviously, between these two teams. And by the way, there's one stat that I didn't talk about. Just wait a minute, I'll talk about it after this, because Messi's driving forward. The combination in the middle with Sergi Roberto, the 1-2 that Sergi Roberto was attempting, was cleared away by the defense. Now Busquets trying to protect the ball. Sarah thinks he was fouled. I think so too, but the referee didn't, and that's what counts. So
I wonder if your stat's the same as mine, because I want to tell you something.
Okay, well, Marvarao said that if we score 3 goals today, it's 100 official goals this season in all competitions. And if we do win 3-0 today, it will be our 100th win against Espanyol in La Liga.
Oh, wow. So 100 and 100.
Yeah, if it's a 3-0, it will be 100 and 100.
That would be awesome. What a way.
And you'd win your prediction, and I'd be 1 goal short of mine.
It's okay. At least we kind of made history with 100 and 100.
Yeah.
My stat was that the point gaps that separate us right now with 49 points is the second widest gap ever between these two teams.
Oh, really? Second?
Second. The first was in 2013 when Barca led by 50 points. It was under the time when Tito Vilanova was managing us.
Yes.
And
the 100-point season.
That was the season. And we had 50 points, and we're just 1 point shy of that right now.
Well, we didn't really, we barely lost in that season, so that's why we were so far ahead, It wasn't, I don't think it was that Espanyol was in a bad position like they are now.
No.
It's just that Barca had so many points that it was ridiculous.
We just won every game.
Yeah.
All right, well, we have Bruno, I think. Now I think he can hear us. Hello, Bruno.
Hello, Sarah. Yeah, you were just saying about Leo Messi, the free kick before. We will see some Leo Messi's goals against Espanyol, but a few later. We're going to start reviewing a game from the 20th century. We're going to start in the season 92-93. A season where Barcelona won the league, 4 consecutive leagues at that age with Johan Cruyff, some of the best years of Barcelona's history. And this was an amazing game for
Sorry, Bruno, I have to interrupt because Suarez is inside the box. Suarez can finish! It goes wide! Corner kick for Barca. Sorry, Bruno, keep going. The chance for Barca was for Luis Suarez. A great pass by Antoine Griezmann. The run by Suarez. He got inside the box. And the touch was by Calero, I believe.
I thought that was going in.
Deflected for a corner kick. I thought it was going in over Diego Lopez. Bruno, we'll have a look at that game in a minute. We'll keep you on. Let's just see what happens with this corner kick.
Yeah.
Rakitic with the cross, PK with the header, it goes over the crossbar. Anyway, Bruno, shall we have a look at that highlight again, because we barely didn't see it.
Exactly, yeah, let's see if we... His incredible entrance today by bicycle. Let's see if this gets him a bit of luck to the stadium. Well, here we have again the images of this game. It was a 5-0 for FC Barcelona. Stoichkov scored the first goal in the 30th minute. Risto Stoichkov, an amazing striker, historic player for FC Barcelona. Here you have another historic player like Ronald Koeman, who scored from the penalty spot. Free kicks, penalties. Well, Koeman was a specialist from set pieces. The fourth was for Witzer, the player from Holland. And these were the faces of Espanyol players, of course, suffering a lot on that day. And the fifth goal scored by Txiki Bereguistain, that, of course, in these recent years has been a part of the staff signing players, and now he's with Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. So a great win with historic names, historic players, and what a fantastic years. The first years of the 90s, where Barcelona won 4 consecutive leagues and the first Champions League at Wembley.
Yes.
And you know one curious stat about that game, Bruno, is that that year, that season, Espanyol went down into the second division. So that's kind of a coincidence with today's game. If we do win, if we repeated that result, there would be a coincidence.
Exactly, but well, it's not going to be easy. A derby is always a derby, and Espanyol players, we can see a different attitude from the last games today.
Yeah, hopefully we can score 5 goals like that game. But thank you so much, Bruno. We will talk to you later on in the game.
Fantastic, thank you.
Things seems to...
It's kind of starting to
It's kind of starting up. Things seems to be a bit more lively. That was a great chance by Luis Suárez.
That pass by Griezmann was really well.
Exactly, yeah. Barça caught Espanyol off guard a little bit.
Yeah.
Griezmann managed to get in space, put a great pass through to Suarez, who made the run inside the box, and his chance was flicked away for a corner kick. Barça were inside Espanyol's box. Once again, Semedo trying to put it across inside. It bounced off of an Espanyol defender. Throw into Barça. Now, Semedo puts it inside once again for Suarez, who can't keep control of the ball. And Piqué's already had his first opportunity.
Yeah, he wants that goal so bad. He loves scoring against Espanyol. And it's really good that Suarez and Griezmann are linking up, Messi and Griezmann are linking up. We saw against Villarreal, they had they completed 25 passes between each other in 60 minutes. And then against Athletic Club, they only completed 22 passes in 65 minutes. Okay. So it's showing definitely they're understanding each other better. The connection's improving. Messi made 14 passes with Griezmann the match before, not that many. Yeah. So they're starting to understand each other, and that's very important because we need the front line to kind of know their runs, like how Xavi and Iniesta were with Messi. Like kind of like they didn't even need to look at Messi. They knew where he was at all times. I need that connection with the front line, because that's how it always converts into goals.
Definitely. Sorry, I needed to take a sip of water. It's so warm in here today.
It's really hot.
It's very warm in here today. Summer has arrived in Barcelona. It had arrived already, but it's definitely here to stay for a while. Rakitic picks it up inside of Espanyol's half. Messi's on the right at the moment.
Yeah, I'm saying the formation is different. I just don't see it being the same.
Messi finding Sergio Roberto on the other side. Roberto over to Jordi Alba. They're not linking up as much today as they were the other day. They had a lot more space the other day. See, Villarreal didn't defend so deep, and their defensive line and their midfield line were a lot more separate.
Yeah.
And that gave Sergio Roberto and Jordi Alba space to run, which is what they need. Sergio Roberto likes to drive with the ball. Yeah. When things are a lot more static, Sergio Roberto suffers a lot more as a midfielder.
For him. Yeah. They're shouting for a foul here, Jordi Alba and Busquets.
Yes, well, a foul was called against Jordi Alba after being dispossessed, and Alba didn't like the call. Diego Lopez plays the long ball into Barca's half. It's a throw in to Barca on the right-hand side of their defense.
30 minutes in, we need a goal.
Yep, I think we're going to get the cooling break first, though.
Ah, right.
It usually comes around the half-hour mark, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I might be wrong. We might get a goal now. Here is Clement Lenglet driving forward.
Just look at how many players there are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 3 in front of them. So it's basically a line of 5, a line of 3, and they're very tight together. It's very hard to get in between them.
Yeah. Patience is key right now. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, patience is going to be a virtue today.
Exactly.
Busquets. Oh, his pass intercepted by RDT.
Oh my gosh, nice Busquets.
Busquets had to run back and recover because Mbarba was going to run away with that ball.
Very smart from Busi.
Griezmann inside Rakitic. Griezmann over to Semedo. Griezmann's been quite involved so far.
Yeah, that's what you like to look at that.
2 players on Lionel Messi as he drove forward down the right flank. He had to pass it back to Semedo. Rakitic switches it over for Semer to Jordi Alba on the left, across by Alba. Corner kick.
Come on. We need a goal before halftime.
All of these crosses are just keep bouncing off of Espanyol defenders because they're always there.
They're just there, yeah. There's so many of them. You can't get past them.
Oh, great ball inside to Rakitic. The cross by Ivan Rakitic. It was intended for Piqué at the far post, but it was headed away by an Espanyol defender. And look, they just boot it forward. And there's no one in Barca's half apart from Marc-Andre ter Stegen and now Semedo, who had to run back to pick up the ball. But
well, you said Marc-Andre ter Stegen, and I know that Mai absolutely adores him. So, Mai, what's up? How are you doing?
You know me so much. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at more comments. But first of all, I want to remind all the fans that if you want the best content and if you want to see the highlights, the best post-match reactions and everything, you have to go to Barça TV Plus. It's super easy, and you can do it now, and you're gonna have time to be there for the post-match.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be showing the highlights. We'll be showing the highlights and
highlights, interviews,
all the reactions,
players' reactions. Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it.
Exactly. Exactly. Now we're going to the first comment. We're gonna see now on the screen is from Belash. No. Yes. Yeah. Belashur is talking about something that I was mentioning before, that my only worries right now is that Messi, Suarez, Piqué, Rakitic, Vidal, and Braithwaite are one yellow card away from suspension. That's the difference between De Jong, Junior Firpo, Dembélé, and Umtiti. So we have to be careful with these 7 players today, because we have, what, 3 more games. The second comment is from Ashur Moses, that say Barcelona goalkeeper is the best player in the world. It's not a coincidence that we're talking about ter Stegen and Ashur Moses do this comment.
No,
definitely.
I mean, we all know that he's the best keeper in the world, by far.
And we need to get that hashtag going again, Mai. Oh, wait a minute, because Messi puts the ball inside the box. Here is Messi, who tries to cross it back in. It bounces off yet again of an Espanyol defender. Maya was saying we need to get that hashtag back, the one that you wanted to start going at the beginning of the season.
And I want all the fans to improve that and do the tag to maybe, I don't know, ter Stegen can be the next captain for next season.
It was hashtag ter Stegen next captain, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was that. Mai started that hashtag actually, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, because I want him for captain. Okay, then the third comment is from Gentle77, and he said, hello, my greetings from Rwanda. We're gonna win 4-0 today with a Messi hat trick.
Messi hat trick. I mean, we know that Messi loves scoring against Espanyol. He's actually scored 3 hat tricks against this team. So
yeah, I like that too because it's my prediction. It's my prediction. It's 4-0.
He has to win his prediction.
Exactly.
Competitive Robert.
Okay.
Yes. As you know.
I know, but that's good. And the last one is from Yukikula Ajula that say, I'm watching from Malaysia and it's 4:19 a.m.
The dedication just gets better and better every single comment. It's like one fan said 1:30, then the next fan said 3 a.m. and now 4 a.m. It's incredible.
And you know what's awesome? That we're talking about the countries and the times.
Yeah.
And everyone is sending their countries and the times. Like, mine is this one, and this is my country. And it's super nice that you guys are doing this. So if you want to, keep sending your messages. Yeah, on YouTube, on Twitter, using the tags. Do everything because we're here watching you, what you're saying, and everything.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Matt. You're the best to do all the social media stuff. You're very social media savvy.
I'm doing my best.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later on.
Okay.
We always talk about this commitment of the fans, don't we? I mean, it's great. I mean, 4:19.
And I thought I was like, well, I mean, I did wake up one time for a World Cup game at like 5 a.m.
Oh.
Okay. So that kind of counts. But usually in California, I would wake up really early.
I've never had to do it. So.
7 a.m., 6 a.m.
I haven't done it for World Cups. When,
no, World
Cup. But it was the only time when.
Okay.
I've done it. Oh, I've done it for NBA games.
Okay. No, I'm talking about my commitment and dedication to Barça.
Yeah. I've never had to do it for Barça.
Yeah,
We've had the cooling break, by the way.
Ah, yes.
So 10 minutes remaining. The players have had a more or less 2-minute rest.
Yeah.
More or less all the time that Maya was talking about tweets and comments. The players were just receiving their instructions and cooling themselves down on a hot evening in Barcelona, Sarah.
You're very hot.
I'm quite warm, yes.
Yeah, you can just see all the players are sweating. Setien looked very, very warm as well.
Yes.
I'm kind of I think that there will be subs maybe early on in the second half, because it seems like Setien was going back and talking to his coaching staff and seeing if they want to change things up or not.
Well, I mean, I would suggest that definitely, because we need something to help Barca create more dangerous situations. I mean, maybe Riqui Puig is the answer. He's very creative.
Exactly.
He's got that bit of magic that the team might need right now.
Exactly. Georgina, at Camp Nou, what do you think? Should Riqui Puig come on in the second half?
Should, because one, he would bring the spark to the team, and two, I think Robert said it in the earlier minutes of the show, when the kids, they are in La Masia, they grow up facing Espanyol as their biggest rival, so he's one of them, and it's definitely going to be a special game for him if he gets some minutes. So yes to Riqui Puig playing in the second half.
Definitely.
I'm sure Riqui Puig and Ansu will be super eager to play today, because they've both grown up in La Masia, and yes, as we've said throughout the show, for kids who've grown up in La Masia, the rival there is Espanyol. It's not Real Madrid, it's Espanyol.
Exactly, they get to play Real Madrid if they eventually make it to the first team. Careful there.
Oh,
no.
Messi with a cross. It goes out for a goal kick. No problem.
Yeah, no, it kind of seemed like an impressive chance, which, by the way, we've had a few of them in the last minutes.
Yeah, no, we had that Antoine Griezmann pass to Luis Suarez, the Messi free kick. I want to know where he's sitting. Are you sitting behind Ter Stegen?
No, I'm always behind the goal where Barça is attacking.
Got it.
So I'm behind Diego Lopez at the moment, and I'm seeing all these chances that Barça has been creating in the latest minutes, which is good. It's good to see that. In contrast to how we started the game, it seems slow. We're starting to control the game, little by little.
Exactly, little by little, we're starting to build. I guess you're really, really hot over there, huh? Because we're hot here at Barca Studios.
I think you're struggling with heat more than I am, because to be honest, it's a warm evening here at Camp Nou, but there's it's not wind. But you can appreciate the hair moving a bit. So yeah, we've got that in our favor. There's some air at least running around in the stadium. It was worse in Sevilla or Villarreal the other day. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh
hopefully.
yes. Yeah. I remember Georgina looked so warm the other day.
It's 26 degrees.
Yeah.
26, huh?
It's terrible.
All right,
26
Georgina.
degrees in Camp Nou.
Well, we'll connect. I mean, if we score a goal, maybe with you, and if not, during halftime.
Halftime is perfect.
Okay, perfect. Bye.
Let's see you.
Barca have the ball in Espanyol's half, but it's just so hard to get past all those bodies. Suarez feeds it out to the left for Jordi Alba. Alba to Sergi Roberto. And we just need to keep moving it around.
Exactly. Just keep moving it around until you find one little gap, one little space where you can exploit on.
See, every time that Messi receives the ball in a central position, he's got 3 players on him.
That's what I'm saying. And he's all over the field. First he started in the middle.
Now he's on the left. Look at him.
He was on the right, now he's on the left. Exactly.
Here is Messi trying to feed the ball inside to Luis Suarez. It pinballed around. And Suarez is there to chase the pressure. Diego Lopez is going to clear it away. Busquets brings it down on his head, but Victor Gomez picks it up on the right-hand side of Espanyol's defense. He plays the long pass, looking for the run of Mbarba. Piqué has the advantage, and he passes it all the way back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And yeah, I think what we were talking about, Setien will probably be looking to make some early changes in the second half, because Barca need to be a lot more dangerous.
I definitely think that once the second half starts, we're going to see some substitutions. I mean, it's great. We saw in the possession it was like 72% or something, but we need effective possession, and we've been saying this throughout the entire season. I mean, if you have possession, that's great, but you need to do something with that.
Well, we've got the stats on our screen. Look, 3 shots, none of them on target, 75% possession. So, yes, we just need to get better, be more effective. The other day, we were talking about it. 18 shots, 12 of them on target.
Incredible. Incredible, incredible. Let's see what happens here.
A long throw in. There's a foul called inside of Barca's box. Espanyol actually had a chance. If the referee hadn't blown the whistle, there was a shot at the far post, which was saved by ter Stegen, and Piqué's gone down.
Yeah.
I didn't happen.
What happened? Yeah, I
think it was one of those aerial challenges when he just maybe caught an elbow in the ribs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
Someone
and you see
crashed
Sergio
into him.
Langley behind him as well, kind of nudging him. All right, well, we have Bruno Balleste with us to talk a little bit more about the past between Espanyol and Barça.
Yes, we're going to see another game from the 20th century. Before, I want to also say my word about waking up in crazy times to see sports. When it's played Australian Open, here in Europe it's crazy. Also, games around 4, 5 a.m. Formula One races, but it's beautiful, I think, to follow and live the sport.
Definitely.
We're going to see this game of the 98-99 season, where also Barcelona won the league that year. First goal of Rivaldo. What a player, Rivaldo. And here, there was a special dedication in this goal for Giovanni. It's strange to see a player taking out the shirt now. Of course, a yellow card, but this is kind of a new rule, not in that age. Then Rivaldo, from the penalty spot, scoring the second goal against Espanyol at the Camp Nou.
Rivaldo was also one that used to love to score against Espanyol.
Yes, and he was, of course, living a lot this kind of games with a lot of passion, and you can see the stadium, a full
I know,
stadium.
I was going to say, the fans. I feel like you need fans
Exactly.
for this type of games.
Exactly, it's always really special. And here you have Luis Figo, that he played just 1 season or 2 in Barcelona, but it was just amazing, no? How this kind of assist that he was giving to all.
No, Figo was here for longer. Figo was here for 5 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, so long. It was,
Yeah.
my mistake. So yeah, a great assist of Figo here to Patrick Kluivert, who has also been in this show, and what fantastic goals that Kluivert has scored for Barcelona. Also in this derby of the 98-99 season, and Barcelona won the league also. I mean, I have
Wait a minute, Bruno, because Messi is taken down, nothing's called. Nothing's called. He had too many bodies around him, and I think he just lost his balance. Sorry, Bruno, you were saying...
I still have the hope that if we win today, we're going to slip just 1 point behind Real Madrid.
That is true.
I mean, this is still long, and who knows what happens, but the important thing is to win today. So not the best first half, I think, a boring game, but let's see if in the second half this changes.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so you think...
Oh, wait a minute, let's go back to the game. The cross inside, Langley with the clearance. I think someone controlled it with his hand. The shot hits the post. Didac Plana. Wow. Espanyol on their counter-attack. A double opportunity there. The second one hit the post.
That was not expected at all.
That was definitely not expected. Barca caught off guard here. Espanyol running down the left. Didac Plana made the run. He put the cross inside. Langley tried to clear it away, and it was going in the goal, I think. It was going to be an own goal, but Ter Stegen saved that. And then a second opportunity by Didac Plana hit the post. Bruno, I mean...
the game is spicing up.
that almost was an Espanyol goal.
When you connect to Mane, is some chances for Barca, and when you connect to me, it's just some problems, no, for us. Let's see.
Let's hope it doesn't go that way. Let's hope it doesn't go that way.
Let's hope not, Bruno. I was just going to ask you, you think that subs will be made directly once the second half starts?
No, I mean, I don't think directly, because Setien normally likes to wait a little bit, but I think we need a kind of new power, and the youngsters like Riqui Puig, Ansu Fati can be really important, I think, in the second half.
Exactly. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll talk to you during halftime. Thank you, Bruno.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Espanyol still have the ball.
That was so close. It hit the post at the end. That was... And it looked like such an easy and not powerful at all.
Barca were outnumbered there. It was 3 against 2, I think. So
that's what happens
we need to be careful with that, especially just before half-time.
When you press so high, because, I mean, you have to, because they're defending with so many players. When you press high, if they get you on the counter, then...
Oh, a harsh tackle on Lionel Messi now. And that was RDT, Raúl de Tomás. Tackle from behind. Nasty one there. No chance to get to the ball. The ball is already gone.
Leo.
And it was on Leo, yeah. We've hit the 45th minute mark.
I don't know
and there are going to be 3 minutes of added time.
Whenever you say RDT, it reminds me of RDD. What is that guy from Star Wars?
R2D2.
Reminds me of that. I just had to mention that anyways.
Lionel Messi is going to put the ball inside the box from the right-hand side. It's quite far away from goal, but Piqué's there, Busquets, Langley as well, Suarez. Messi swings it in, looking for the head of Piqué. It's headed away by the Espanyol defense.
A bit short.
And Barca recover the ball in their own half to stick into Rakitic. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
It'd be so good if we can score a goal right now, go to halftime, go to the dressing room with that huge morale booster, knowing that we're 1-0 ahead.
It would be a morale booster for Barca, and it'd definitely be a huge hit for Espanyol.
Yeah.
Here is Jordi Alba with the cross inside. It goes into the hands of Diego Lopez, even though Luis Suarez was fighting for it. Well, there'll definitely be some things that Quique Setién will want to change in the second half.
For sure.
Try to be a bit more vertical, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. They'll need some more magic. I mean, something that comes out of nowhere.
And that's Ansu Fati.
That's Ansu Fati. That's Riqui Puig, definitely. Yes. Another cross inside of Barca's box. Semedo is who clears it away this time.
Yeah, I do think that they definitely need more verticality to their game. They're kind of attacking more on the wings, and they're always stopped by Espanyol's defense. So maybe I would personally want to bring in Riqui Puig first instead of Ansu Fati.
Yes.
To create from the midfield.
Definitely, yeah.
And feed to the front line. Feed to Suarez,
if we bring out Ansu Fati as well, the thing is, we definitely put an attacking player on the wing a lot more than we are now. Exactly. Maybe that's what we need. I don't know. Maybe we need to be a bit wider. A bit more of a threat on the wing. Ooh. Oh, lovely chance to go out in transition here, because Sergio Roberto gets away from the Espanyol defender. Nice. Messi plays it through to Sergio Roberto, and Sergio Roberto can play it back to Messi. Messi's in the middle. Here he goes. Oh, great sliding tackle there by Imbarba to take the ball away from Messi. That was a great defensive effort by Imbarba.
When Messi gets it, there's like 3 players and they just go after him. Makes me very stressed.
Now Raúl de Tomás was hanging on to the ball. He just let it go out for some reason.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
that was
not sure
strange.
what was going on there. He was waiting for support of his teammates, but he just let the ball roll out.
He looked confused too, because he's like, what's happening?
Yeah. Okay, the referee blows the whistle. The first half has ended. There's a bit of confusion on the field. I'm not sure what's happened right now, because Rufit is like trying to have a word with the referee as well. I don't know what happened. But anyway, first half has ended. 0-0, Sarah, in a fairly dull first half?
Yeah, very dull, very stale. I mean, there's not much that I remember from this first half, except for the Messi free kick, that chance from Luis Suarez after that incredible pass by Antoine Griezmann. Not much. That's why I definitely think that Setién will kind of readjust the pieces and bring out some fresh legs in the second half.
Definitely. I think substitutions need to be made. Maybe, like we were saying, Riqui Puig, Ansu, I'm sure Arturo Vidal will make an appearance in the second half as well. He can bring us that point of pressure and play a bit more aggressive than what we've been doing. We've had the ball, we've just not created enough chances. We've had the free kick by Lionel Messi, which went over the crossbar. We had the Suarez opportunity, which is a bit of a transition in an isolated situation as well. And then a lot of playing the ball out wide for the runs of Semedo and Jordi Alba, trying to put the cross inside, but there's just too many Espanyol legs, too many defenders, and it's always gone out either for a throw-in or a corner kick, and we haven't been able to make the most of those situations.
Exactly. Well, let's hear what Georgina, Mai, Bruno, and Omar had to say about this game. We will have all 4 of them on the screen right now. Here we go. Georgina, you were there at Camp Nou. I mean, what are your thoughts on these first 45 minutes? Kind of dull, like me and Robert were saying, not that many chances created.
Yeah, absolutely dull from Barca, slow and pretty plain game. Although we've had the ball a lot, I don't know about the possession, but I'm sure it's really high. We haven't created those chances, and we're lacking that kind of spark in the team to try and score a goal. We have also seen this double chance that Espanyol had.
Yeah.
The kind of has awakened I think the whole team, and we'll see. I think we need to do some substitutions, and that Quique Setién will have to do some changes in the lineup for the second half.
For sure.
Yeah, of course. Mai, I was going to ask you, I mean, we think of a derby, we think of an intense game with a lot going on, and it's been quite the opposite today. Oh, we can't hear Mai right now. We can't hear Mai. Let's go to Bruno. I'll ask you the same question, Bruno. I mean, we're used to seeing intense games in derbies. And I'm sorry, I'm not sure if we were hearing Mai or not. Anyway, let's go to Bruno first.
Yeah, a kind of a strange derby, as we were saying, for the atmosphere, because both teams, I mean, Barcelona have really difficult things in the league, and Espanyol are in a really tough situation. I just want to say one thing, that of course Espanyol with this result, they are automatically relegated to the second division. So they will have to take some risks to try to go for the 3 points. And I think also this can be a key for Barça, because if Espanyol takes risks and Barça still controlling the game, they can hit Espanyol and find the back of the net.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask Omar one last question. It's about the formation and the system. We saw against Villarreal where it was kind of a diamond formation, Messi floating behind Griezmann and Suarez. It seemed like it was going to be like that in this game, in these first 45 minutes, but Messi was kind of first in the middle, then on the right, and then we saw him a couple of times on the left. So what do you think about this system and this formation so far?
No, I think part of it is when we played against Villarreal, Villarreal are known to play possession football, and Espanyol are playing with a deep block. So naturally, you have to try to adapt to what the opponent is giving you, and I think that's part of the reason why they can't just play the way they want to play. Because ideally, the diamond 4-4-2 would be great, even if Griezmann slots behind Messi and Suarez. But the way things are panning out, I think Barça are trying to look for options and trying to basically pass the ball into the net, and I think maybe trying to go for long shots, make it a bit of a less of a cagey affair than it has been, I think is the direction they should take.
Exactly. I definitely think it's due to Espanyol's very disciplined defense. But we can hear Mai now. Mai, we wanted to ask you, I don't know what exactly Robert wanted to ask you, but I wanted to ask you, do you think Riqui Puig and Ansu Fati should come on in the second half?
I think we need something like that. I think the team needs pace and rhythm and sparkling something new, and I think that Ansu Fati and Riqui Puig completely bring that to the team. So I think they need to be in the second half for sure.
Yeah, hopefully they can create opportunities, because we need goals. We need the 3 points tonight.
We need the 3 goals.
Yes, we need our prediction. Georgina's, mine, Mark Brown, and mine.
They will come, they will come.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you later then.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Bye. All right.
I think we need a break now. I think we need a break.
All right, guys. Well, we will leave you with some trailers of exclusive and cool content you can only find on Barça TV+. So enjoy it.
Di hola, señores y señoras. Hola.
Jenny. Ven. Corre. Ven aquí, ven.
Empecé a jugar porque desde pequeñita siempre he tenido balones en casa. Mi padre también es muy futbolero. Le gustaba mucho verlo, no llegó a practicarlo, pero le gustaba, era muy aficionado. Y mi abuelo, pues cuando íbamos pues las típicas comidas de familia los domingos, siempre había balones y yo desde muy pequeña siempre me recuerdo con uno. Mis abuelos han sido pues como mis otros padres, y lo que tengo ahora, o el seguir disfrutando del fútbol, se lo debo mucho a mi abuelo, que al final siempre me ha apoyado. El estilo que tiene el Barça creo que se asemeja mucho a mi juego. Me gusta mucho el asociarme, el estar en contacto mucho con la pelota. Que esos años para mí fueron los mejores. Nunca me había encontrado tan bien, había disfrutado tanto de fútbol, había sido tan feliz, ¿no?, en un sitio. Obviamente el Barça que hay en este momento puede ser el mejor equipo del mundo. Están las mejores jugadoras y cada una nos hacemos mejor a la otra. Tengo 29 años, voy a cumplir 30, espero que me quede mucho fútbol en los pies, y de aquí adelante no sé lo que va a ser de mí o qué me deparará el futuro, pero a día de hoy quiero seguir creciendo y quiero pues seguir sumando para que el Barça consiga todos los títulos posibles.
bueno, que la verdad que se llama un milagro y sí que es verdad que yo creo que fue un milagro, porque en el fondo yo siempre digo que estaba en el sitio adecuado, salté en el momento adecuado, el balón llegó al momento adecuado y el remate fue adecuado, es decir, se dio todo lo que normalmente es muy difícil que se dé. El partido de hoy fue durísimo, ganamos 2-0, pero fue un partido durísimo, con muy pocas ocasiones. Yo diría que aparte de los 2 goles casi no tuvimos ni una ocasión, por lo tanto era la época en que la Alemania, el Kaiserslautern era el número 1.
Bueno, yo creo que lo más importante primero es que hemos hecho 2 goles y es una renta importante, ¿no? Competición europea, y ellos por otro lado pues pienso que quitando una ocasión clara pues prácticamente no han llegado con claridad a nuestra portería, y hoy día esto de una competición europea es difícil y por lo tanto yo creo que podemos estar satisfechos.
Llegamos al segundo partido y coincidió todo. Nos marcaron demasiado pronto, nos metimos en su dinámica, como decía Johan.
Cap al segon pal, on salta Backheel, cop de cap de Backheel! Gol, 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 gol,
porque Koeman me busca a mí, podía haber buscado a cualquier otro, pero es verdad que Koeman y yo teníamos esta complicidad en muchas faltas y él confió en mí y me puso ese balón. Quiero decirte que todo se da, ¿no? Porque en el fondo tal vez podía haber pensado, bueno, pues era hecho más corta a no sé quién, ahora no recuerdo exactamente quién estaba, ¿no? Pero no, él me buscó a mí, por lo tanto, es todo, ¿no? Es un poco todo.
Such cool content on Barça TV Plus. I mean, you go back in the past and you can relive all those amazing memories.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, that last one I'm involved in. So, I mean, the interview with José María Backheel and all that.
Oh, that was you interviewing him?
Yeah, exactly. It was super cool to relive all those moments. And yeah, it's great. There's lots of great content on Barça TV Plus, so just be sure to subscribe. And as well, one of the reasons why the fans have to subscribe to Barça TV Plus is our post-game.
Yes, our post-game involves highlights, interview with Setien, players' reactions, and much, much more. So subscribe, because at the end of this game, we will be switching over to Barça TV Plus.
Yes, exactly. Be sure to go over to Barça TV Plus if you want to watch the highlights of this game in a game that I hope will have more goals in the second half. Shall we have a look at the numbers for the first half?
Let's see what the numbers have to say.
Okay, so let's have a look at the stats for this first half, in which not a lot has happened, but here we go. 0-0, of course. 76% possession for Barça versus 24% for Espanyol. We've both had 3 shots. Espanyol, I think, have had the most dangerous opportunities, one of them on target. Yeah. That shot that hit the post as well by Didac Plano, it was. Yeah, they've had some very dangerous opportunities. Barça have had 5 corner kicks, Espanyol only 1, 2 offside called against Barça. The amount of passes, well, it shows you how the game has gone. 446 for Barça, 151 for Espanyol. That means that Barça has had the ball practically throughout the entire 45 minutes, and Espanyol have looked for their opportunities on the counter-attack. Barça's passing accuracy was 89%, Espanyol's was only 70%, and there's only been 1 yellow card in this game. That was for Espanyol.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a bit concerning seeing 3 shots, okay, but 0 on target.
0 on target.
It's actually the first time this season that Barça have attempted 0 shots on target in all competitions in the first half.
Oh, that's not a good stat, is it?
Not that great.
Anyway, I'm sure Setien and his coaching staff will be looking for ways to improve that.
Yeah.
We can see the players in the tunnel waiting to come back out onto the pitch. Sorry, Sarabia having a chat with Antoine Griezmann. I can see Sergi Roberto. I can see Sergio Busquets, and Ansu Fati's warming up on the pitch.
Already. Ooh, Martin Braithwaite too.
Ansu Fati,
already
Martin
feeling
Braithwaite as well. Yeah, so 2 potential substitutions that could be made in the second half. I'm not sure if we'll have any substitutions at halftime.
Yeah. Bruno said Setien likes to wait a bit longer.
Yeah, he did make 1 substitution at halftime in the Mallorca game, I remember. Arturo Vidal was taken off, and Rakitic came on that day.
Yeah.
So the players waiting to come back onto the pitch. I can see Sergi Roberto. We saw Langlais. Messi making his way back as well. So we'll see if any substitutions are made. There'll definitely be changes made throughout the second half.
Yeah.
And I hope to see a Barca that's more direct, that
more vertical.
It's more vertical, and it's going to be very tough, obviously, because we've talked about it. Just the amount of Espanyol legs that in front of Diego Lopez's goal makes it very hard both to actually create from the edge of the box or from outside as well. Barca have tried to put no end of crosses inside via Semedo or via Jordi Alba, but they've all been deflected.
Yeah, and I don't really think, I imagine Espanyol is happy with their performance. I mean, they're blocking everything that Barcelona are trying to produce. It's been a decent, in their eyes, a decent performance for Espanyol. No shots on target in the first half for Barca. That's exactly what Espanyol wants. So we need to change the things up in the second half. And hopefully Setien gave them that lecture and that speech that they needed to hear to pump them up for these next 45 minutes.
We can confirm. Oh, no, there is going to be a substitution. Who's going to be taken off? Is it Rakitic who's going to be taken off? Because Ansu's ready to come on.
I like this.
And I think maybe the only player I haven't seen come back on is Rakitic. So
let's see.
We'll see. That would mean that Barca are playing with 4 forwards.
4 forwards. Messi, might drop a little deeper.
Yeah, I imagine that's the plan. And Ansu's going to be playing on the left, and Suarez and Griezmann more in the middle. Or maybe one of them goes over to the right-hand side. Maybe that's Antoine Griezmann. We'll have to see. Setien definitely looking to shake things up.
And shows how much confidence he has in this young 17-year-old.
Maybe he's just going to play with the 2 midfielders, with Sergio Roberto and Sergio Busquets, and just have Ansu on the left. I can see someone on the right. I can't quite see who it is. Or maybe Messi on the right.
Let's see.
Griezmann behind Suarez.
I don't think it is Rakitic.
I think it is.
It is? I saw
Semedo.
I was going to say, I saw number 2.
Okay. So
so Sergio Roberto drops in that right back
Sergio Roberto
position.
goes back to right back. And, we're still playing with 2 midfielders.
Yeah.
And I imagine that Lionel Messi will be helping there in creating.
Yeah, dropping deep, combining with Busquets and Rakitic.
Here comes a cross inside the box. The header by Luis Suarez. He didn't quite connect well with that. And it goes into the hands of Diego Lopez. We can see Semedo now making his way to the bench.
Interesting.
Okay, we'll have to see how this works out. The lineup is as follows. Ter Stegen in goal, Sergio Roberto, Piqué, Langlais, and Jordi Alba in defense. Rakitic and Busquets in midfield, and up front, Messi, Griezmann, Suarez, and Ansu Fati. 4 forwards right now on the pitch.
Would it be MSGA?
Exactly. Well, see, Messi's going over to the right. Griezmann, Suarez, Ansu.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow,
that's how we're going to do it.
Powerhouse of a front line.
Sergio Roberto tries to get around Didac Plana there. First minute of the second half. And an interesting move by Quique Setien. Trying to shake things up.
I personally wanted a substitution made right at the beginning of the second half, but I thought that wouldn't happen. But it just shows that Setien knows that it's not going well. He knows that no shots have been attempted in the first half, and that's crucial. We need the 3 points. Let's not forget that this is a must-win game for Barcelona. If we win, we will go to bed tonight just 1 point away from Real Madrid. Effectively, it's 2 points because they have the record head-to-head.
That is true.
But we need to get closer and add pressure, and Madrid need to know that we are going to add that pressure.
Definitely. Well, we need. I'm not wrong if I say we need one defeat and a draw by Real Madrid, don't we?
Yeah, one defeat and a draw.
One defeat and a draw,
Or
and all wins for us.
Yeah.
We need at least one defeat and a draw for Real Madrid for them to drop 5 points.
So who are they playing against?
They're playing against Alaves, who have switched coaches.
Yeah, but they're not doing too hot at the moment.
No, they've been, they haven't been great since coming back from quarantine. Then they do face Villarreal.
I'm excited about that one. I think Villarreal can do some damage there.
And I can't remember who they're facing.
Leganés, I know they're facing
Leganés on the last day, but I can't remember who the other team that they're facing is.
Granada, that's what it is.
Okay, Granada.
Yeah, it's Granada.
Okay, so, I mean...
And Granada and Leganés are both away, but it doesn't make that much of a difference with no fans.
No. I mean, most of their tough games have gone, and they've won them. Real Sociedad, Athletic Club, Getafe as well. So... I mean, positive signs for them there, but you never know where you can drop points.
Exactly. I think I feel like they might have this feeling like, okay, we beat the hardest teams on our calendar, Getafe, Athletic Club, Real Sociedad. Okay, we're going to maybe they might think, okay, we're going to calm down, and that's when the underdogs kind of come and bite them.
Yeah, no. Finishing off the job is always very difficult.
Yeah.
It's always very difficult because you've got that little bit of anxiety or extra pressure that you need to deal with, and not every team is ready to deal with it. Ansu Fati goes in for a challenge, and a foul is called against him. Yellow card for Ansu, who went up high with his studs in first.
Oh, and a yellow card.
Yeah, no, yellow card for Ansu. And we were talking about that extra motivation. You just saw it there.
Yeah.
Ansu did get a touch of the ball first, by the way.
Yeah, completely.
But then...
Yeah.
So, it's two players going for the ball. It's up in the air.
Yeah.
Ansu goes in, studs first. Calero arrives a little bit late, but in the end, it's Ansu who impacts the shin of Calero after hitting the ball.
Yeah. Well, let's go to Bruno Balleste, who... Look, Bruno, Ansu Fati came on the second half started, but unfortunately just picked up a yellow card.
Yeah, but I'm sure that Ansu Fati will make a good impact in this game. As always, he comes on. He's going to give good power to the team. We're going to talk now about a really special game in the Camp Nou in the 11-12 season. It was actually the last game of Pep Guardiola in FC Barcelona bench, and it was against Espanyol. And it was a fantastic...
Sorry, Bruno. Ansu Fati's been sent off. The play was reviewed on VAR, and Ansu Fati has been sent off 4 minutes into the second half.
What?
It was a hard challenge. The ball divided up in the air, and the referee deems that it was too dangerous. Ansu did impact the leg of the defender. Ansu's been sent off. Barca reduced to 10 men.
But was it because he was talking back at the referee, or they reviewed it?
It's because of the challenge. And Ansu goes in with his leg up high, and it does hit the leg of Calero. So when I saw the referee running towards the screen, I thought, this could be it for Ansu.
Oh, man.
So bad news there for Barca. Red card for Ansu Fati. And right now, things just got a little bit more complicated for Barca. But let's go back to Bruno, because he was talking about a game that was happier memories.
Yes, we want happy memories, Bruno. Give it to us.
Yeah, happy memories, and it was, we're gonna see the images. It was a fantastic night in the Camp Nou, because it was the last game of Pep Guardiola. You can see there, Testament Pep, we love you Pep, in the stands. And look at this first goal of Leo Messi. He scored 4 goals actually, a poker that
incredible.
Game. And look at what a fantastic free kick he scored. There was I looked at Pep Guardiola at the bench, and this connection between both. You're gonna see later on in a celebration this connection between Messi and Guardiola. From the penalty spot, scoring the second goal, and then it was gonna come the third goal. Again, Leo Messi, look at this fantastic run and how he crushed this ball to the far post, and a fantastic third goal for Leo Messi.
Incredible. Leo Messi just doing magical things on the pitch.
The fourth goal of Leo Messi, of the Argentinian, was going to arrive also in the final minutes of the game, celebrating the goals. A special night for him and for Pep Guardiola. Look at this final image, just brilliant. Pep Guardiola and Leo Messi together. A fantastic image.
Yeah, I remember that game like it was yesterday when Messi scored and he ran over to Pep Guardiola and gave him a hug.
Okay.
I have to admit I was in tears.
I'm going to have to interrupt because now there's been a fairly similar situation that's gone the other way around.
Very similar.
A late challenge there by Lozano on Piqué, studs him first on the shin, and that needs to be reviewed as well.
Exactly. If they're going to review Ansu
If they're going to
Fati's,
review Ansu's, they need to review this one as well. It's not the same thing because Piqué's actually got his leg on the ground, which makes it more dangerous.
Exactly.
We're a bit unlucky with the refs in this after the lockdown.
Oh, he just called it.
He's going to review it. He's going to review it.
This is
He's going to review it, and I mean, there could be a red card here as well. It could be a second red card.
I mean, if you're saying he was on the ground, it's worse than if you're in, like it.
It's gonna be a
he doesn't even touch the ball.
No,
Does he?
I think he touches the ball
barely
with his left.
With his left.
No, with his left. He takes it away with his left.
On his, exactly.
So Lozano's got his right leg up, goes in for the challenge. Piqué gets there first. No.
What?
And only yellow card?
What?
No, no, red card. Red card. Red card. Red card, definitely.
Crazy, too.
Definitely. No, I mean, but if you send off Ansu, you need to send off Lozano.
It makes sense. Just like if you're going to stop Ter Stegen with a penalty because he was off his line, you need to do that to all the goalkeepers. And the referee did his job.
No, definitely. So both teams down to 10 men. Bruno, we'll talk to you later on.
Thank you, Bruno. Sorry about that.
Sorry to keep you hanging.
A final surprise that we will see later in the last game.
No. All right.
So events there have been in the second half where it's been eventful, but not the ones we like. We like goals. We don't like red cards.
Exactly.
I mean,
and we just saw
and the 2 youngsters sent off, which is a shame as well. Lozano is the youngest player in the Espanyol lineup. So is Ansu Fati for Barça. And maybe things will open up now with fewer players on the pitch. The cross by Sergi Roberto is headed out by Antoine Griezmann. That might be an interesting thing to analyse because fewer players on the pitch, more space on the pitch.
More space, less defenders.
Less defenders, yes.
It allows Barca to not easily, but a bit better find the spaces that they need to find. And that was an example right there. Suarez gets it, turns it around, passes to Sergio Roberto, and he crosses it over to Griezmann, who heads it.
Yeah, and Espanyol can complain all they want about that red card. It's the exact same.
Well, I think it's worse because his right foot that went on Piqué did not even touch the ball. It was his left foot, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Ansu got to the ball first.
Exactly. And so I think that's worse than what Ansu did. But wow, has this ever happened where what was that, in like between 5 minutes that happened in this almost kind of like a same scenario with the tackle?
Fewer minutes, I'd say 3 minutes or something like that.
That's crazy.
Because the Ansu one was in the 49th minute. We're in the 54th now, and it happened a couple of minutes ago. So
yeah. That's insane. Well, maybe this will kind of...
Well, it might shake things up in the game. I mean, I can see 3 players warming up for Barca right now. Arturo Vidal, Ricky Puig, and Martin Braithwaite.
Yeah, I would love to see Braithwaite on the pitch.
Yes.
Omar mentioned it in the pregame that he has such a strong mentality, and he's been working his butt off during this lockdown. And I would love to see him on the pitch. He scored, and was it Mallorca that he scored again?
Yeah.
Yeah, his first game back, and I would love to see him on the score sheet again.
Messi tries to play it inside to Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann had some difficulty to keep control of that ball, but he got it back to Ivan Rakitic. Busquets over to Jordi Alba on the left. Here is Alba. Alba with an inside ball. Lovely to Griezmann. Backheel pass to Messi. Suarez on the edge of the small box. Yes, Luis Suarez scores.
Yes, come here.
Boom, 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 boom.
Let's
Finally, the goal comes.
We just had to shake things up. That was
we needed. Well, I mean, I was saying fewer players on the pitch, more space.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when you find the spaces to create and score.
And it was great build-up. We'll see in the replay how it went down exactly. But the ball was played out to the left. I think it was Alba who put a great pass inside to Antoine Griezmann. We've got the replay right now. Alba on the left, inside the box to Antoine Griezmann, who made the run inside. Backheel pass to Messi, who tries to finish it.
Wow.
It bounces off of the legs of an Espanyol defender. The ball is left on the edge of the small box, and Suarez gets to it first to put it into the back of the net. Barca 1, Espanyol 0. Finally, the goal has arrived.
Finally.
Luis Suarez, the scorer.
And now
with this
what
goal,
happens?
now he is the sole third all-time scorer
He owns
for
the
Football Club
spot.
Barcelona with 195 goals.
Yes, impressive. Very impressive. I'm very happy for Luis Suarez. I think that this goal will hopefully bring many more throughout this game, throughout the second half. I feel like once you score one goal, it kind of just all starts pouring in. And given the circumstances of what's happening right now, and like right now, I'm saying they're going to just go for it.
Yeah, things are
10v10.
definitely going to open up, I think. And that, by the way, was Luis Suarez's 15th goal in La Liga.
Who? Suarez's?
Suarez, 15th goal in La Liga.
Well, let's go to Camp Nou because Georgina just saw Suarez's goal live. Georgina, we finally scored. It is 1-0.
Oh.
Oh. Georgina, we cannot
Georgina's
hear you.
very expressive, but we can't hear her.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't hear you. We want to hear what you're saying.
No, we'll have to go back to her. We'll have to go back to her. Lionel Messi is on the right-hand side. Great ball through to Sergi Roberto. Roberto slides to get to it, but it had already crossed the goal line. No, we can't hear Georgina.
No. Well, we will talk to her.
We'll talk to her in a minute. We'll talk to her in a minute once we get the connection going.
We're testing Diego Lopez. I think that this is not going to stay 1-0, in my opinion.
No. Once the first one's gone in, it's going to open things up. And we need to be careful with Espanyol as well, obviously.
Yeah.
They can be dangerous in transition. But I get the feeling that this might make the game just a little bit more comfortable for Barca, because Espanyol can get desperate now.
Yeah, they can get desperate, and now, well, they need a win, and now they won't be defending all that much. They'll move up a little, and that leaves gaps in behind. And that's where we need to capitalize on those gaps to be able to create chances and score.
And I really think like Espanyol will feel like they missed out on an opportunity here with being one man up.
Oh, yeah.
And that it only lasted 3 minutes for them because of Di Lozano sending off.
Yeah, I don't think they're very happy with the youngster tonight.
Yes, so very eventful second half. Two sending off, and Ansu Fati and Ansu Fati for Barca, Lozano for Espanyol, and a goal by Luis Suarez.
All in what, 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, it all happened more or less in 10 minutes, yes.
Yeah. It's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still 5 defenders.
Here is Rakitic with Sergio Busquets. Messi getting involved, trying to play a through pass to Antoine Griezmann, who tried to get it to Suarez.
Close.
Good interception by the Espanyol defense through Bernardo, and eventually the ball got back to Diego Lopez.
All right, well, now we can hear Georgina. Georgina, can you hear me? Hello, hello. No?
We're having some trouble today with
We're having
connections
some
with Georgina.
technical difficulties, but no worries.
Here is Caledo for Espanyol. David Lopez, Espanyol with the ball.
And I really want Barca to press, not let them build on any sort of play. Good, Piqué.
Good defending by Piqué to intercept the ball, and Barca will build from their own half. Busquets to Sergi Roberto. Roberto has space to run now.
That's good. I like when he
Suarez. Suarez tried to get it back to Messi, but it was well intercepted by Marroca. David Lopez. A switch over to Raúl de Tomás, who brought it down on his chest. Mbarbas all alone, surrounded by 3 Barca players.
Well done, Langley.
Langley, with the help of Rakitic, took the ball away from Mbarba.
Langley's just a rock at the back.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, no one really talks about him, but I think so much credit needs to be given to him. He came in when Samuel Umtiti got that injury, and he just weaved his way into central.
Well, we were used to seeing Piqué and Umtiti being such a strong defensive pair.
Yeah.
And Langley came in at the time when Umtiti went down injured, and he just performed perfectly.
Yeah. All right, well, I think third time's the charm. Georgina, can you hear me?
Yes, I do hear you. The question is, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
No, I was saying you could see all the rage from the team when they, when Luis Suarez put the ball onto the net. Big celebration in the bench too, and yeah, feeling like everything that didn't happen in the first half happened in the first 10 minutes of the second one.
Exactly. Such an eventful first 10 minutes of the second half. It seems like the game has really opened up. I mean, with 10 players for Espanyol, more spaces for Barça to find and kind of capitalize on.
No, absolutely. And with one less player, you know that you will have to run more. Then it's going to get even more physical. So that's going to be interesting to see how both teams manage this situation. But at the moment, as you were saying, we're keeping our pressures up as we were doing already in the first half. But we are finding like some more spaces in through Espanyol's lines. Yeah. So hopefully we can. The first was just the opener, and we can see more.
Hopefully. And I want to ask you, because you're there at the stadium, there's no fans or anything. With the 2 red card incidents, did you hear the players kind of like talking back to the other players, or?
Yes, definitely. And there was later like an action over Piqué that I couldn't see because I was just getting to my position. But you could definitely hear the discussion with the referee and even from the bench how the coaches were taking advantage of the moment to give further instructions to their teams.
Interesting. Well, hopefully this, I mean, it's 10v10, but more spaces, and hopefully we will be able to score some more goals. Thank you, Georgina. We'll talk to you later on.
Look at this. Sure, anytime.
Great build up here with Langley moving the ball to the left-hand side for Jordi Alba to Suarez. And Barca moving the ball around comfortably now.
Yeah, much more livelier half. We're doing things, which is great.
Griezmann's moved over to the right a little bit more. He was combining with Sergi Roberto right now. Busquets over to Ivan Rakitic. Rakitic to Jordi Alba. Espanyol still have a defensive line of 5 and 3 midfielders.
They're not stopping.
So they've got only 1 player up front.
Yeah, I mean, but I imagine they need us. They're in their head. They're saying we need the win. If we lose or we draw, we're going down to the 2nd division. We need to put more players up
more
front.
on not conceding the second goal rather than scoring the equaliser. Here is Sergi Roberto Rakitic on the edge of the box, loose ball. Rakitic, I think, was fouled. Why did the referee give advantage there? I mean, there was no advantage really for Barca. Anyway, Sergio Busquets, Langley. And Espanyol have been waiting for a while now to make their substitution with Darder waiting to come on, one of their most talented midfielders.
I was going to say, Sergio Darder is such a good player. I don't know why they didn't start him. All right, well, let's see if connect with Bruno. We will score.
Oh, wait a minute, because Messi was trying to link up with Suarez. Now we can go to Bruno.
Okay. Bruno, hello. 1-0 up. We're still looking for that second goal.
Yes, let's see if we can score this second goal. And as we were saying, slip just 1 point behind Real Madrid.
Yeah.
We're gonna end with the highlights of a game from 14-15 season where Leo Messi scored a hat-trick. So in the 11-12 season, he scored a poker 4 goals, and in the 14-15 season, a hat-trick. Well, Sergio Garcia, former Barça player, was the man who scored the opening goal, but this changed quickly because Leo Messi equalized the game with this first goal. Then he scored the second goal after this fantastic dribbling and this shot. 2-1 for Barca at this moment of the game with Neymar and Suarez, the fantastic treble up front. Then Gerard Piqué.
Yeah, we were talking about this. Piqué's always motivated, and he's scored so many goals against Espanyol.
He loves scoring against Espanyol.
Exactly. So you can see in this celebration that he was really happy. And then Pedro Rodriguez was going to score the 4th goal. The player from the Canary Islands, who, well, one of the best players also in Barca's history. He has scored in all the competitions. The only player, I think, in history scoring in all these competitions. And the 5th goal was for Leo Messi. Fantastic game in this season. So in the recent years, good games against Espanyol at home. Let's see if today we can conclude and score another goal and win this game.
Hopefully we'll score and get all 3 points. Thank you, Bruno. Balleste, we'll talk to you.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're going to the press conference, so we'll see you there.
Yes, we're going to take seats because we have to be there virtually at the 20 minutes before the final whistle. So we're going to get ready, make some tests, and ask to the manager, to Setien.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Espanyol had a chance at the free kick there while we were talking to Bruno.
Yeah, but nothing happened. We see Ricky Puig Vidal and Martin Braithwaite just on the sideline warming up. I wonder when they'll come on.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Setien waiting at the moment to make these the second round of substitutions. He made one at halftime. Well, technically it wouldn't count as a second round of substitutions because the Ansu Fati one was made.
It doesn't even count.
Exactly. Well, no, because it was made at halftime.
Yeah.
So if you get 3 rounds of substitutions, or you get 3 interruptions of the game. So if you make a substitution at halftime, it doesn't count as one of the rounds.
Okay.
So you get
Got it.
it's not so much rounds of substitutions. You get 3 interruptions.
Interruptions of the game. Got it.
Yeah. So now Barca could interrupt the game 3 times
3
for
more
substitutions.
times. Yeah. Well, I feel like we should always do that during halftime. At least sub 1 player in.
Yeah, I hope that we can score a few more goals, that we can get either your prediction or my prediction right.
And for the fans that want to see Luis Suarez's goal,
yes,
he's now the 3rd top striker in Barca's history. Well, if you tune into Barca TV Plus, you will see that, because we'll be showing the highlights plus the press conference with Setien and the players' reactions.
Wait a minute, because Barca will have a chance here. The volley by Messi, and it's saved by Diego Lopez. Well, I think that has to be one of the best saves of the season.
That was amazing.
Diego Lopez, in order to make that save, he had to crash into the post. A great cross by Sergi Roberto from the edge of the box over to the left where Messi was waiting at the far post. Messi impacted with a volley. What a goal it would have been.
The power.
But Diego Lopez produced a fine save just on the line of goal.
Wow, Diego Lopez. That was incredible.
An incredibly beautiful sequence of events. The cross by Sergi Roberto is pinpoint. The volley by Messi is perfectly timed, so powerful, and then the save by Diego Lopez. I mean,
no, hats off, that was incredible.
If you want to see that, well, you definitely want to see that. Go to Barca TV Plus at the end of the game. It will definitely make the highlights.
Exactly. Well, let's go over to Mai, who I'm sure saw that incredible Messi volley, but unfortunately it didn't go in because Diego Lopez is very good, to say the least.
I know, Sarah, but I think it's impossible to be focused on the game because I have to be like a Formula 1 car reading all the comments because it goes like 300 kilometers per hour.
Well, what are the fans saying?
Well, I have to say that everyone is congratulating Luis Suarez because now he's 195 goals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 1 goal more than Kubala. But if you want to, let's take a look on the comments that I picked for this part.
Perfect.
The first one is from Tomás Misi and say, I would just like to thank you, all of you, for letting us follow game with you. I think that was so nice.
Yes, I love that.
For us, it's a pleasure.
I know, we're like a big family.
Yes, we are. The second one is Barca fan Justin. They say, we're going to win this match. Watching from Jamaica, and my prediction is Barca 3 and Espanyol 1.
Watching from Jamaica. I wish I was in Jamaica.
I wish I was in Jamaica, yes.
Hello to you, Justin.
And I picked, yes, I picked this third tweet because it was so funny. I was reading all the countries, and Paul Mac 2 Mac say, I'm in Scotland, so I feel bad I'm not watching from as exotic place as others. It's still a late night mean that there's a word to borrow.
Nice. Well, yeah, no, definitely. It's what happens with these midweek games that, I mean, people have to work. People have to work, and at least at least we're playing at 10 o'clock at night. Other games have earlier kickoffs.
Yeah. I mean, it's lucky for them.
No, not just that, Robert. It's like we have many different people from many different countries, but all of the countries are important for us.
No,
and
exactly.
The last one is from Melissa TV that said, Forza Barca, let's go. Oh, we have another one. Barcelona captain is the best player in the world. Show it, please. I have another one from Melissa too that say, we're not going to show it now, but say, Forza Barca, let's go 5 goals in the second half. Do you think, guys, that's possible?
5 goals? I mean, we scored 1 goal already, and there's about 20 minutes left. So, I mean, it's always possible with Barca.
No.
So
4 goals. But
4 more goals.
How many substitutions we already
We just made another one
while we were talking.
Yeah. Vidal.
Arturo Vidal came in for Antoine Griezmann.
Okay. So we have time and we have substitutions on. So
yeah. Hopefully, I want my prediction. I want our prediction, our 3-0.
Yeah, and by the way, before I forget this, Robert was speaking about the album before the halftime and after the match because, well, we have all the best content on Barça TV Plus and we have the album with Iniesta and we're going to have it with more Barça legends anytime soon.
Very soon, very
soon. I love it. No, Barça TV Plus is the place to be, so don't miss out, culers.
Lots of historic content and current content as well of the current players.
Well, thank you, Mai. We will talk to you later on in the game.
Perfect.
Okay. It was eventful, and now it's kind of slowing down, but...
I feel like a goal could come at any time, though.
Yeah.
Here is Lionel Messi speeding up down the right-hand side. Messi bumps into an Espanyol defender and is fouled. So Barca will have, as I like to call it, a mini corner.
I was going to say, Didac did that?
He was being chased from behind by Marroc, and Didac just got in his way, but without intention of playing the ball.
Yeah, of course.
So Barca will put the cross in from the right-hand side, just on the edge of the box at the right-hand side.
Let's see. Piqué, Langlais, they're all up. They're all in the box. All the tall guys.
Piqué, Langlais, Busquets.
Rakitic is the only one with Jordi Alba. Is that
Arturo Vidal's inside the box as well. As we just said, Arturo's come on for Antoine Griezmann. And Messi will be the player in charge of crossing the ball inside. He could go straight for goal. We've seen him do it before.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised at all.
I would not be surprised.
If Messi goes for goal here. The referee's blowing the whistle.
Come on, Leo.
Let's see if Messi goes for the cross or for goal directly.
26 goals for Espanyol. Can this be the 26th goal?
Here goes Lionel Messi with a shot. Oh, the ball was left floating inside the box, and
nice.
Vidal almost headed it in. I don't know who got the first touch, so Messi definitely went for goal.
Yeah.
It just bumped in. The ball just.
So many players were there.
So many players in there. The ball just like bumped into a player.
But that was a very quick shot from Messi.
Yeah. Espanyol are making a substitution here.
Who's coming out?
74th minute. Embarba is the player who's leaving the pitch, and Campuzano comes on, wearing number 31.
And Barba was the one with the first initial chance.
First initial opportunity,
half,
definitely, yeah. Throw into Barca on the left-hand side of the pitch. Jordi Alba looking for options here. He finds Suarez, and Suarez plays it all the way back to Gerard Piqué, who's going to have to pass it back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen, and Barca will start from their own half.
Start and build and hopefully create chances.
Messi's on the right now. Here he is.
So much wider.
It does look so much wider. There are two players less on the pitch right now. Messi switches it all the way over to Jordi Alba on the left, and Messi makes his way over to the left-hand side as well. Now he turns and passes to Sergio Busquets. Busquets inside Arturo Vidal.
I want them to play more with Sergio Roberto on the right-hand side.
More with Sergio Roberto on the right-hand side and more with Alba on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So that they can make deep runs, yes. Sometimes they come to a hold and make the pass back. Now Messi has time to turn and think. Messi tried to get it over to Jordi Alba on the left, but Victor Gomez got there first. RDT. Oh, long pass, and this could be a dangerous situation. Who's going to pick it up? Campuzano on the left. He's got Sergio Roberto in front of him. Campuzano forces the corner kick. Oh, we need to be careful here.
No, I mean, a 1-0, we can't, like, it's so stressful when it's just 1-0.
There was no offside. Great switch by Raúl de Tomás, and if Campuzano had got the touch at the right time, he was going one-on-one with Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He just didn't get to the ball in time.
Nice defending by Sergio Roberto.
15 minutes remaining in the game. I'm sure we're going to go to the cooling break in a minute.
You just love these cooling breaks.
Well, it's a chance for us to cool down as well. The referee blows the whistle, a bit of pulling and tugging inside the box.
Oh, come on. Let's get the ball as quickly out of our area as possible.
Espanyol are going to put the cross inside. Coming from the left, here comes the cross, looking for the far post. A header up in the air, and Piqué has to flick it away for another corner kick.
God.
The ball went over to Stegen.
I thought it was just going to bounce over to Stegen and go in.
Yeah. So here comes another corner kick.
You need to be careful. Come on. Looks like everyone's guarded.
Side. Yeah. Once again, looking for the far post. It's headed inside the box, and Barça can run away with it.
Go with it.
Barça can run away with it on the counter-attack. Here is Luis Suárez. Suárez tries to play the long pass to Jordi Alba, but that was not a great pass by Luisito Suárez.
Luisito. Not the best of passes.
Throw into Espanyol, and that's the minute that the referee says that we need to go to the cooling break.
Yeah. It was a funny picture we had on our screen. It was Raúl de Tomás and Piqué, and like his face looked all nudged up because Piqué was like hitting the ball on top of his head.
Cooling break for us as well.
Drink your water.
Definitely.
I feel like I should drink my water too. Also, we should talk about our shirts and...
Oh, yeah, definitely. We haven't done that today.
Yeah, we
need to talk about this collection of shirts that we've got, and the bottles as well. These are items that the fans can buy on the Barça website, at the Barça store. If you go to fcbarcelona.com and go to the store, or the online store, you can find items like these, the bottles. And we've got the shirt right behind us from the Johan Cruyff collection, the Gallina de Piel edition. That is a very nice shirt that we've got on the mannequin there. And also the ones that we're wearing.
I love yours.
Mine is from the vintage collection.
I love it.
Mine is from the vintage collection. Yeah.
Nice posture.
You like it? You like it? You want to get it? You want to get it?
Where do you have to go? The official Barça store.
FCBarcelona.com and the store, and you can get this accessory as well, the bottle.
Yes. You can get these cool bottles, cool shirts, like a lifestyle shirt.
That's it. They want to zoom into it. They want to zoom into it. That's it. Go for the zoom. Go for the zoom. This is number 3. Piqué. You got Leo Messi, haven't you?
I have Leo Messi. Dios del
Show the camera. Show the camera.
We're just seeing Piqué on our screen. That smirky little smile from Robert. Are they going to zoom on my water bottle, or should I put it down?
Maybe put it down.
I'm going to put it down.
So that was the cooling break with us trying to help the fans to or encourage the fans to go and purchase stuff on the Barça online store.
Exactly. And I've noticed today you have pineapple socks and not avocado socks.
Yeah, I was hoping that the pineapples would bring us good luck as well. I mean, in terms of the result, yes. In terms of how the game has gone, not so much.
Yeah, but we need to grind out these victories.
Yes.
Because we need the 3 points, and then we can focus on how well our performance was. I mean, obviously, if you perform well, it's like a bonus. It's cherry on top. But right now, the most important things are these 3 points, moving on to the next game, picking up those 3 points until the end.
There's also another thing. Wait a minute, because Espanyol are going to take the throw in. Busquets heads it away, and now Rakitic is pushed down on the edge of the box, so it's going to be a free kick to Barça. There's also another thing that I think we need to end the season on a high, so like with good morale, knowing that we've performed well, because let's not forget that in a couple of weeks we're going to have the Champions League as well.
Yeah.
So we need to be, well, fully ready for that.
That's the thing with the game against Villarreal. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's too late," but with that mentality, knowing that we played like that, it's a very good sign heading into the Champions League. Like, we can play like this, and we can play in Europe like this, and we can go far potentially. So yes, it is important.
Definitely. Messi into Sergio Busquets. Busquets, Alba was making the run, and Busquets played the pass too late. Alba had already come to a halt.
Yeah. Ooh, look who's coming on.
Martin Braithwaite.
Martin Braithwaite.
Barca are going to make another substitution, and Braithwaite's going to come on maybe for Suarez?
Maybe, yeah, because Griezmann's already off.
Yeah,
Suarez.
I think it will have to, or maybe we take off a midfielder again. I don't know. Maybe we take off Rakitic.
The same scenario with
I think it would probably be Suarez because
I kind of would.
Well, I think Setien won't take off a midfielder being 1-0 up.
Wanting to control the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Mai has to say before the substitution happens. Mai, Martin Braithwaite is coming on. Who do you think who's gonna come off for him? Oh, It's on the screen.
Well,
it's on the screen. It's Luis Suarez.
It's Suarez. We had no time.
We had no time.
I was about to say that, but okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so Luis Suarez is coming off. He scored, and of course now he is the third top striker in Barca's history with 195 goals. Impressive stuff from the Uruguayan. I was supposed to call you Messi. I was going to say Messi. What are the fans saying?
She's the Messi of social media.
I wish my Messi. Okay, no. Now that you're talking about Suarez, I have a tweet from La Liga. It was a few seconds ago that say the top scorer of La Liga is Messi with 22 goals.
Yeah.
And now in the 4th position, just after Gerard Moreno, is Suarez with 15 goals.
Yep.
And they say Luis Suarez is always on the list.
Yes, he always is.
That's what
Robert was telling me when he scored, saying that he now has 15 goals. It's incredible. I mean, even with the lockdown and everything, he's still there, and with his injury,
of course. His injury,
yeah,
was a long injury.
He was out for so long.
Yeah. No, it's great. I love how the fans are motivating and kind of encouraging Suarez. It's beautiful.
Yes. Now I have another tweet. This was in Spanish, but I love it because I think it's from Argentina or Uruguay because it's so funny. He said, "Lo fino y rápido que está Messi, mamita, lo importante que será partido único en la Champions." Which means Messi is 100% fit, he's amazing, and it's really important for us with this new Champions League with just one game to have him in this way.
Yes, I mean, we always love to see a Messi on fire. He does look very sharp. I think it's because of his haircut. Whenever he has that haircut, I just feel like the 2015 Messi is back.
Okay, and from now, the last one, can I read right now?
Yes,
Before saying all to the fans, they have to go to the Barça TV Plus ASAP to the post-match.
Yes.
And is this one from Stephen Matthew that say, hope Barca score more goals. It's kind of a pity, but the game isn't on TV, but we have Match Center Love all the way from Pacific, Solomon Islands.
Oh,
wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I think it's the first time we receive a message from Solomon, right?
I think so.
I mean, it's the first time we've read one out.
Yeah, maybe there has been, and we just never saw the comments. But that's awesome. Hello to you.
Yeah. Hi to the people in Solomon Islands, definitely.
And that's, what time is there? I'm thinking about that right now. Oh my God. But
we'll have to find that out later.
Keep in touch.
Yeah. All right, Mai. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We will be connecting probably in the post-game show.
Perfect.
All right. Bye.
We will be connecting with Mai in the post-game show, a post-game show in which the fans can see the highlights. And so far, they'll only be able to see one goal because there's only been one goal in the game, and that was by Luis Suarez. If you want to see that goal, go to Barça TV Plus. Once the game is over, we'll be there with our post-match show, with the highlights, with player reactions, with Kike Setín's press conference. So be sure to head over to Barça TV Plus for that.
Yeah, so much stuff on there. So don't miss out, Culers. I know you want to go there, so subscribe right now to Barça TV Plus because right when the game ends, we will be switching to there. So we will see you very, very soon on that platform.
Espanyol have managed to force a corner kick. Raúl de Tomás was the player who was trying to put the cross inside. Yeah. And they're making a substitution. Wule coming on, and Marroca is the player who's taken off. So they bring on a striker for a midfielder. They're going to go for it.
Of course, they have to.
Yep.
They know what this means. They're going to drop to second division.
We need to be careful in these final minutes, definitely. We still have Araujo and Riqui Puig warming up.
Yeah. Let's see what they do.
Oh, I thought it was a corner kick. No, it's a throw-in. Sorry. Long throw-in inside the box. And a shot by Dardet from the edge of the box, which goes way out.
Not the best of shots.
Not the best of shots, no.
Such a creative midfielder, Dardet. Oh, and a push on Langlais.
I thought the Langlais was pushed there inside the box, and the referee didn't call anything. But anyway, just over 4 minutes remaining, until we hit the 90th minute mark, plus added time. There have been a few substitutions, so I imagine we'll be having more or less 5 minutes of added time.
Yeah. Yeah, the red card.
Oh, there was VAR as well, the red cards as well, of course. No, maybe even more than 5 minutes then.
Maybe it's time to score another goal.
Maybe. Barca have the ball. Langley back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is going to play the long ball, looking for Martin Braithwaite to fight for that one. Martin Braithwaite chasing down the defenders, but Espanyol managed to keep the ball. Didac on the left. Long pass played to Woulé, who played it first touch to Campuzano on the left. Now Barca need to be careful because Espanyol are in their box. Sergi Roberto with some good defending there. Raúl de Tomás got away from him.
These are going to be extreme.
The cross inside into the hands of ter Stegen.
Nerve-wracking final minutes.
Yes, they shouldn't be, but I mean...
Yeah. We need to score a second goal.
Things are tight at the
go.
moment. Now here's Lionel Messi tackled from behind, and he's getting tired of it. The referee gave advantage. Messi. Messi's going to go for it. Messi dispossessed at the moment by Bernardo.
Around him.
Busquets. Rakitic. Now Sergi Roberto on the right. Busquets again with Braithwaite in the middle. Braithwaite's going to feed it out to Arturo Vidal, and Vidal has Alba on the left. Here comes Jordi Alba. Alba tries to put it inside. Oh, Braithwaite tried to let it go through his legs. For Lionel Messi, the ball was intercepted. Barca fighting to get possession back, and it falls to Gerard Piqué. Piqué
driving forward.
Yeah, and Barca regain possession.
Our possession did drop a little because I think the stats that we have on our screen was from the first half, 75%, and now I just saw it was 66.
Yeah, sometimes the stats that we get on the Barca website and the stats that we get on screen on the game we're watching, they're slightly different. So I mean, I always go with the ones on Barca's website.
Okay. I mean, I would love more possession.
I think we have had a lot of possession.
No, you could just see that quick recovery from the team.
Yeah.
They all kind of just showered onto the player and grabbed the ball as quick as possible.
Less than 2 minutes remaining until we get to the 90th minute, and Barca have the ball in the feet, or at the feet of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Rakitic has to slide in to keep possession, and he feeds it out to Sergi Roberto, who can run forward. Roberto back to Rakitic. Rakitic moves it forward to Vidal. Messi tried to play it first touch to Jordi Alba, who's in a very, very advanced position. Rakitic inside to Messi again, and Messi can feed Alba. This could be dangerous. Here is Messi, gets away from a defender. Messi inside the box to Arturo Vidal, who tried to pass it back to Messi. That was a hard thing that Vidal was trying to do. It didn't come out well, and Espanyol regain the ball.
Come on.
Now they're out in transition. Here's RDT, Raúl de Tomás. He gets away from Rakitic. He could shoot from range. The shot has to be saved by ter Stegen and cleared away for a corner kick.
Powerful shot.
Very powerful shot. Espanyol are trying right until the end. Credit to them.
This has me on the edge of my seat.
Good save by ter Stegen. Corner kick to Espanyol. And Barca have not been comfortable at all in this game today.
The entire game. No.
The cross is going to come from the left-hand side. Once again, they look for the long ball to the far post for Raúl de Tomás. It's booted away by Sergi Roberto for a throw-in.
Oh my gosh, 90th minute. We cannot concede right now.
Nope.
That's not
no, we
even
cannot.
an option.
How much added time do you think we're going to get, Sarah?
5 minutes.
5? I think maybe 6.
6, yeah.
No? 5 minutes. We got 5. Oh, a ball loose on the edge of the box. And the shot by Darder, I believe it was Darder, bounced off of a Barca defender. I don't know who it was. Darder wants handball, and this is going to be reviewed.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, if this is a penalty.
Oh, no.
So Darder took the shot. I think it's not a penalty. I think it bounced off of Vidal, but it bounced off of the shoulder of Vidal. No, that's not a penalty. Vidal has his arm.
It's completely pinned to his
completely pinned to his
thighs.
body, and it bounces off of this.
Yeah.
No.
No, that is not a penalty.
That's his shoulder anyway. That's his shoulder.
That's not a penalty. You cannot call that. What are you doing, ref?
No. It's a substitution, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah. Look at Messi just following him. You better make the right calls.
Araujo's coming in for Rakitic.
Oh, defender.
So we're bringing on a defender for
we kind of want to keep the 1-0 result then.
We do want to keep that result. Well, I mean, let's not forget that this result puts us 1 point behind Real Madrid, put pressure on them. and well, they need the win against Alaves.
Yeah. No, we want to put so much pressure on them, get them nervous for their next game against Alaves, for all their remaining 4 games, and grinding out 1-0 victories. If that's what it takes, then we're going to do that.
Yeah. So a few minutes for Araujo here, an extra body in defense. One that can help in these situations in which Espanyol have corner kicks. The ball goes out for a throw-in, and that will be for Barça on the right-hand side. Barça are going to take their time.
Almost 3 minutes to go.
So right now, Araujo's going to play as right back and Sergio Roberto's midfielder, or maybe this is the situation with the throw-in. You can see the sad faces, even though they're wearing masks on the Espanyol bench. They know that if this doesn't change in 3 minutes, they're going to go down to the 2nd division.
Yeah, and it will be their 6th time in history going down to the 2nd division, but they always bounce back to the 1st season. They don't stay there for long.
Well, exactly. I mean, it would be a shame not to have a city derby in the 1st division next season.
And I think the last time they dropped to the 2nd division was 27 years ago.
It was in the 92-93 season, the game we were talking about before, in the final 5-0 win against, or that Barça had against Espanyol in that season. Espanyol went down. They played the 93-94 season in the 2nd division, and then they, as you said, they bounced immediately back.
Yeah.
A foul on Martin Braithwaite. Just 2 minutes remaining. Arturo Vidal tries to take it quickly. The referee says it has to be retaken. 93rd minute. A yellow card for David Lopez.
I think now it's when...
I think we just need to keep the ball for 2 minutes.
Yeah, because now it's when Espanyol players might get a little bit nasty because they're so upset. They might go for some nasty tackles and challenges.
Yeah, let's hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
It's been a fairly clean game, apart from the 2 red cards. I mean, they were isolated situations, really.
Yeah.
They don't reflect what happened in the game, those 2 red cards. It wasn't a game of nasty tackles or anything. There were a couple of tackles from behind on Lionel Messi that I thought
was not okay at all.
That weren't okay.
And one on Busquets they didn't call either.
But still, it wasn't one of those games in which things get nasty right from the beginning and there's loads of tension. I think it was pretty low-key in that sense.
Surprisingly, too.
Espanyol have the ball, and we're going to go into the final minute of the game. This added time, we're going to go until the 95th.
I don't really like how Espanyol have the ball. I want us to have the ball and just move the ball around, pass.
Well, they just lost it, and Barça have a throw-in. And you can see how the looks on the faces of the Espanyol players are starting to be of acceptance of the situation.
Yeah. 2nd division is such a hard place.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
Difficult.
I mean, there are so many teams. It's very physical, and it's very competitive.
Yeah.
Very competitive. Teams that went down last season, like Girona, for example, they're in the playoffs zone, but they're fighting in there. And once you go down, it's hard to get back up, definitely. 10 seconds remaining. And Espanyol are going to have one final opportunity to put the ball inside the box. On the right-hand side, they have it. Victor Gomez is going to put the cross inside. The header goes over the crossbar. And that will be the end of the game. Raúl Tamudo on the Espanyol bench. Can't believe it. Bernardo had that final opportunity for Espanyol with that header that went over to Stegen, but it went over the crossbar anyway.
I mean, a draw would even do it for them anyway.
No, exactly.
They would need a win.
So Stegen's going to play it long, and I think once he kicks the ball, that will be it.
Yeah. That will be our 3 golden much needed points.
Much needed points. Long ball played by Ter Stegen. The referee blows the final whistle.
Oh.
And yeah, good gesture there by Lionel Messi, just putting his arm around the shoulders of Rufete, the Espanyol coach. And yeah.
I mean, Rufete does have a past.
The Blaugrana pass.
And a Blaugrana pass, yeah. He rose through the ranks at FC Barcelona. debuted with the first team, played alongside Garcia Pimienta. So, I mean, I think it was super sweet for Messi to do some sort of gesture.
Exactly.
Dropping to the second division is not something you want. Espanyol, they're a big club, and to be able to drop after 27 years back in the second division, that's gutted news for them.
Exactly, but good news for Barca. Good news for Barca. 3 points for us. We're still in the chase for the title. We're 1 point behind Real Madrid now, pending their game against Alaves. And I would ask the fans to head over to Barca TV Plus, Sarah.
Yes, because if you want to see highlights of this match, the 1-0 victory, if you want to see Setien talk about this game, players' reactions, well, you got to go to Barca TV Plus right now because we will see you there.